Alright, let's just start streaming anyway and see where this gets us. So, full disclosure, I want to stream. I didn't want to do my usual thing. I wanted to play some games. And, yeah, let me just make sure my audio is working. There's actually no guarantee my game will work. I have some backup games so we can switch, but that's the plan. Alright, so let me see what's going on here. Do I have to refresh my own stream? Is that... Can I hear myself? Seeker weird. Welcome in. How's it going? Okay, good. I can hear myself. Excellent. And I can hear the applause. Seeker weird. Welcome in. How's it going? I'm gonna start playing a game in a minute. I just wanted to make sure that this was working because I had to take apart my whole setup and then put it all back together. But I'm gonna attempt to play a game called The Complex. I did just start it, but then it crashed, so I'm hoping that it just doesn't crash. But anyway, welcome in, Seeker. How's it going? All right, so let me just start it up and then cross my fingers. I've just made some yummy soup using lo mein noodles as soup noodles, but it was tasty. Excellent. Yeah, one of the things I am totally a fan of is definitely mixing noodles. So, all right. Hopefully you can see. All right, so you should be able to see a thing. All right, excellent. Hold on, why is chat not showing up? Chat test. Oh no, okay, it's there. It just wasn't on before. Okay, that might be too loud, maybe. Well, it's certainly too loud for me. How's that sound on the stream? Does that sound okay? I'm about to go to work, setting up a craft room and organizing a bunch of stuff from when my family had a flood. Oh, my sympathies, and had to store a ton of stuff. Gotta sort it. Yeah, I totally understand that. Game louder than Nom. Okay, alright. Let me bring it down some. How about now? Is that better? Okay. I hope that that's better. Alright, cool. Alright, awesome. Thanks, Seeker. Okay, alright. Yeah, I don't normally stream on a Friday, but, so normally I would mod, but then also I'm usually tired, so even if I wasn't modding, but I didn't have work today, so I'm like, okay, I can play. Anyway, this game is supposed to be like a movie, and I make just decisions throughout the game, and so, here we go. Bonus stream, yeah, that's right. I mean, free channel points, right? So there you go. But I've wanted to play this game, so I'm like, okay. A Red and Black Films production. So it's like supposed to be a sci-fi movie. That's basically what I get from it. And I think I did turn subtitles on, so hopefully that will work out.
Hey, so I've done a full body cleanse on both of them.
There we go.
Space is sterile.
Did you get blood samples for Kensington's research project?
Mm-hmm.
Nice work, Dr. Wakefield.
Welcome in, Obi-Wan. How's it going?
Yeah, they dropped nerve agent on their
Literally
apartment
just started,
block. A woman
so...
was coming home from the shops. The boy was playing with a soccer ball.
What, you mean a football?
To the rest of the world, it's a
Hi,
football.
I'm Amy. You're...
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you, Talno.
If the subtitles weren't there, I probably wouldn't have made out his name.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Oh god. Serious?
Listen. Let me do my work, and you'll live. Understand?
He was at least
Reese, I
fortunate
need
that
to
he
administer
understood
Atropine.
English.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to restock the vials.
Supply tent now!
Yeah, this is the game. So basically,
okay.
it's a full
It's
movie,
okay.
but I
Watch
just
the
make decisions
injections look at
throughout.
everyone I treated in Syria. Okay? You're alright. You're alright. What's your name?
Dima, we're not safe here. The Supreme Leader ordered this attack.
We're here to help you.
He's trying to kill us. Both of us will stand against him. Oh, tell me, will this chemical ruin my life?
I don't know anything about this. I was given no
It's very
debrief.
serious. You're in the best possible hands, I promise.
Honesty. It's very nice to hear it for once. Thank you.
Okay, alright.
I need to save my baby.
The supply tent's been depleted. There's only one vial left. What are you gonna do?
Oh, this feels like a decision.
Make a decision.
I called it. Oh god. I'm a little partial to this because I have a friend who just had her baby like a week and a half ago.
Dima, give me your arm. Dima, please, you have to trust me.
And there were some
This will save
hospital
you and your baby.
technicalities. Charlie's Beats, welcome in.
Reese, how do I save them both? Reese!
Alright, and that was the intro, guys. So that, the Complex. So the name of the game is The Complex. It's a sci-fi FMV movie, and like, I literally started like minutes ago, so we haven't, that was like the intro.
We stand on the precipice of history. I'm Dr. Amy Tennant, and I'm here on behalf of the visionary Natalie Kensington to inform you how your investments have made that possible. Firstly, we've been using your billions for the greater good. The Kensington Corporation's relationship with...
Oh, I can press S, and I bring up this screen. That's handy. Okay, so I've been slightly more honest and brave, and then I assume 50% is where we start. And then I'm not sensitive, I guess. So there will be more characters, it looks like. 2, 4, 6. So I did see one of my other streamer friends play this before, so I was like, okay, this seems cool. Let's see. Obi-Wan says, London, American accent in London, and those ratings are so RPG. Yep, it definitely looks like it. So I saw this screen and like the achievements for this, and then I was like, okay, I'm sold. I want to play this game at some point. So I've had it for like a while, but all right, finally getting to it today. But this part, it seems like I'm trying to get funding from evil corporations. So we'll see where we go. All right.
Kandar has flourished since the resolution of its civil war. Our teams have been working on development projects with some of the country's top scientists. Natalie has even developed an internship program for some of the country's brightest young minds. In fact, some of our Kandarian interns are here with us today.
Oh-wee! Is Kindar still a totalitarian state? Human rights violations and all that shit?
Alright. It's a business meeting. Keeping it business.
Kindar is at peace. Moving on. The Kensington Corporation is dedicated to bringing hope and new technology to
It's bad PR for us to associate with Kensington if she's dealing with a dictator.
We're all here to discuss the amazing...
Answer my fucking question. Why has Natalie sent a nurse to tell us anything anyhow?
Actually, I'm a doctor.
Owned.
You know who I am, right?
May I
ask you to leave the boardroom, please, sir?
Okay. I'm pulling my funding.
Always a bit of a risk serving free champagne.
Alstro Arts, are these real people? No, this is a movie. So it's like a movie video game. Obi-Wan, now you're so okay. Yeah, Obi-Wan, put this on your wish list. Wait for it to go on sale. I don't think I spent more than $5 for it. I think it's normally 15, but
Here. The Kensington complex. Our impenetrable HQ of laboratories, built bespoke to Natalie's specifications by the world-renowned Parker Kaplani. Deep within the complex is Security Lab Alpha, a womb of scientific advancement. There, we have something remarkable in development. I'm sure all of your news feeds have told you that Gordon Grosvenor's expedition to Mars is becoming a reality. Yes, the first person
Gordon
set foot on
Grosvenor,
Mars will be
i.e.
British
Elon Musk.
if we can hurdle this final obstacle together.
Oh, it's less than $5 right now? Obi-Wan. Yeah, jump on it if you're interested now, because I think normally it's like 15 bucks or something. But these are human actors, not CGIs. Oh yeah, I believe this is human actors, correct?
Don't do drugs, Kay.
We can't fit a hospital on a 10-ton Mars lander. How do we get around this? Nanocells. Stem cells interwoven with nanotech. Once inside a host, they migrate to the site of injury. There, they regrow bone and generate extra blood to help catalyze the healing process. Tiny magic bullets.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't use the word magic like that, lady.
What's your problem?
Okay, this can't be
This
good.
is, of course, just a mock-up. The real nanocells are still in development and securely back at the complex, but once they're ready, we can begin regulated human trials. Having treated victims of chemical attacks all over the world, I know that nanocells could be miracle tech.
Oh god. That's disgusting. And it would be super concerning.
Amy, you'll need it urgently.
Hang on. I have some serious concerns about this.
Likewise. Before my employer invests any more capital, she wants some answers.
Amy, it really can't wait. To get you to
Let's
the
go,
car
let's go.
now. It's an emergency.
I have to go, but please stay and enjoy the wonderful hospitality. Let's go, Emily.
We need to get you on the scene immediately.
The scene? What happened?
Blood vomiting lady on London
It's already
too.
gone viral.
Pun intended, it's gone viral. Oh my god, that's such a terrible
Rolling out
pun.
food poisoning.
She has other alarming symptoms, we've been told. Naturally, everyone's crying terrorism.
A suicide
Oh man, I
bomber
hate
with
real-time
malfunction
choices.
viral thing.
Oh.
We need to
Yeah,
get
this
it.
game is a real-time
Why is
choice
this our problem?
game. You can turn it off and have it
Because you've never
pause,
got
but I
in time.
chose to just let it time out. So, presumably if I mess one up, because I'm too slow, then
Thank God you're
I'm
here.
bad at the game.
This is beyond our remit.
She should say those nano
Excellent
cells
words
can
of
do
I'll
a sleight of
download that
hand.
complex.
And we were waiting on your word before moving her. A single-person drone or ground ambulance.
The drone will get her there faster.
But it's more dangerous. If it crashes, then whatever's inside her, it gets out into the public.
It won't crash, it's Kensington tech. Use the drone, Amy.
I'm gonna drone. That seems like the, I don't know, the best course of action.
Drone, don't fuck it up.
Way to lay it on him, lady.
So, what else do we know about her?
Nothing yet. Let's get back to the complex.
Alright, so I have already one issue with this because like she was basically presenting what effectively would be like a product marketing meeting, and then she's also like the expert. This is a sci-fi world because this is what dreams are made of. The people who are experts are actually also doing the thing, not, you know, salespeople. No offense to salespeople. I think we live in a world where we need salespeople, but Seeker says, yeah, I struggle with the time choices because they don't always have the same amount of text, and yeah, sometimes the background stuff I want to see too. Yeah, absolutely. The thing with this is I think in the achievement list I saw that there were a bunch of different endings, so even though you see a bunch of content now, if you end up playing again, it could be different ending. Because apparently there's a lot of choices.
Buddies of a renegade.
Well, the prospect of losing a friend in a strange country, I can empathise with that. Today we need all your field experience, Amy.
Time to roll back the years.
You can say that again.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's been a while, Dr. Whitfield. You got here fast.
Well, there weren't any blood vomiting ladies on my tube line. Reese.
Okay, let's check out my stats. Alright, cool. There's some other people there. My curiosity is good. Bravery is good. Intelligence has been reduced. Sensitivity has been reduced. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna check on chat for a second. Alstro Art says, oh yeah, I have to do sales to sell my magic show. Absolutely, yeah. You have to sell your own magic show as the magician. And then Obi-Wan says, yeah, as a programmer, I do all the work, and yet the salespeople, because they are on commission, makes more than me. Oof, that's rough, Obi-Wan. And then sales is also work, though, exhausting. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I feel like it's not that anybody can't have the skills to do both, but they're both kind of like full-time jobs. Like, I hate working in sales. And I also feel like in most situations, there are different skill sets. I suppose that depending on the primary profession of the people you're selling or the product you're selling, they could have some overlap in skills, but usually, from what I've seen, it's not the case. But okay, all right. So my stats are okay, I guess. It looks like this guy's gonna die, but I think one of the achievements was like save everybody, even though I don't know how that's gonna work out. But I'm actually thinking if the intro, I'm wondering if the intro was actually like a future decision, and like we're seeing the events lead up to that point, because that would probably make the most sense, because otherwise you have no context. Gibson Lens, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. We programmer are less people. Salespeople are more communicators. I'll agree with that. All right. Okay. But anyway, for anybody who's just hopped in, I am doing a secret gaming stream today, so I'm playing The Complex. And for anybody who's wondering, yeah, it is real-time decision-making, full movie, sci-fi movie. Seeker says, yeah, I can make stuff and I can sell stuff, but I don't want to have to sell stuff. More draining rather than just make stuff all day. Yeah, that's true. Also, Art says, yeah, there's good Steve Jobs quote about some companies becoming sales-driven instead of engineering-driven. Yeah, that's kind of like the truth, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Proceeding.
Wakefield. Hug.
Let's walk and talk.
So, which legend fed the media that anthrax rumour?
I need to take this.
Was it her? So, do we have a name yet?
Claire Mahek, she's one of us.
Inside job.
No, she must be acting alone. Why else would she take the tube?
Well, Uber doesn't offer a getaway car service yet, so... Look, have we considered the hysteria might actually be valid?
What, terrorism? I highly doubt it.
Perceptive as ever.
Hey, Amy, look. I promise I didn't know you still worked here. If I did, I would have...
Stayed away? Yeah, I'm sure.
Look.
Why are you skydiving? Or bungee jumping? Or whatever it is that you were up to?
Because I'm passing through London. I checked my Twitter feed this morning, saw something I could help with. Plus, Kensington wants my expertise again.
Well, she already has my expertise.
I'm not disputing
This
that,
has to
nor
be
am
an
I
alternate
apologising for the
universe.
skydiving. Guy's
It's
gotta
still
live.
Twitter.
And then if you could come back and let me know your decisions. Okay, thank you.
This game is a little bit older. I
You
think it's
don't
like
wanna
5 years
run
old or
this by
something.
me?
2 lifesavers are better than 1.
Reese Wakefield is a deserter.
I know he's let us down in the past, but people change. Emily did due diligence too. Come on.
Hey, guys, can I just have 5 minutes? Just need to use the gents.
Can we go, please?
Alright. He's a little sus, but let's follow him.
Nat, I'm gonna use the toilet as well.
There are toilets down there. Amy! I don't believe this.
A couple of the characters, I'm not sure if it's built into the character, but like, you know, you don't dismiss like random other possibilities of things already.
Gender fluid toilets. New policy.
No. No way. Oh my god. See, Obi-Wan says, I heard it said, no matter how good the engineering is, without great sales and marketing, the company will not make any money. Most of the tech, or one, is not necessarily the best tech, but those who had the best marketing. I agree with that. VHS versus Betamax. Absolutely.
Nat, is this my tech?
Yes.
How? I mean, nothing leaves or enters the lab without us knowing about it.
Emily and I will get to the bottom of that. You just get the nanocells, otherwise our life's work's gone.
All of the nanocells are inside of her?
It was a master batch. No duplicates were made. Good luck.
What? No duplicates were... What?
Woo! Oh my god, you guys are serious about your fashion.
Talk about putting all your eggs in one basket.
Pressure suits.
You'll see.
Alright.
Yeah, that's true, but at some point, once the sales and marketing become the drivers of oh, hold on, no decision. Changing... I'm changing the cubicle, sorry. At some point, once the sales and market become the drivers of profit, then the engineering suffers. Yeah, company can no longer be competitive. I agree with that, Elstro Art.
Does this feel personal?
Claire?
Of course.
Well, she was in excruciating pain and she stumbled all the way to the tube station. Feels more emotional than just following orders.
We're going into space.
I'm glad they addressed that, because I was thinking to myself, this almost seems like a pressure chamber, and they called it.
Something like that.
Elstro says, this game is now among us.
Vacuum acts as the last line of defense to prevent microbes from escaping the lab. The lack of air makes it sterile as hell.
Well, that's great on a microscopic level, but it could do with some physical barriers.
I feel like they put that explanation in
How
for
long have
like...
you worked here again?
Alright, fine, we'll talk with them.
4 years last Wednesday. Yeah, it's been that long.
Just thinking about some of the stuff we saw.
I saw a whole other year's worth after you left.
It wasn't just skydiving. I needed a reset. Try new things.
Learn anything that could help us today?
Hope not.
Seeker says, dude has some tight pants. Among Us. This reminds me of Magneto's prison in X2, yeah. X-Men 2. All right, so they mentioned that it was vacuumed, yet they were talking
The
with each other.
medication's new.
So that means that they have comms in their helmets.
Touche.
Vacuum conditions inactive.
So if they don't have comms in their helmets, I'm going to be very pissed off about that scene.
Dr. Thomas Malkin, Dr. Everly North. This is Dr. Reese Wakefield. He'll be assisting us today.
Cool ponytail.
Let me take you to her.
Elstor, it says maybe they have a can and a wired telephone.
Essentially, those dolls that go inside each other.
If it was connected to inside their helmet, I'll accept that.
So what's your story then, Malkin?
Wanted to assist Dr. Tennant since I saw a talk at the Plains Summit about the extracellular matrix and lattice in stem cells.
Holy shit. It's attacking the bone structure.
We've never seen anything like it.
I have a sample of her blood under the microscope.
That's not a ponytail, says Seeker.
Guys, this is my tech. The nanocells are inside her. But they're unfinished. There's no off switch, so they're just coursing through her body, producing excess bone and blood.
But how could she have contracted them?
From a spillage, maybe.
They barely survive for 2 minutes once they're exposed to air, and she didn't have the authorization to access them. Someone's...
This seems like a QA problem. They did not test.
No. Leave it in, Claire. You need it.
Alstro says I'd romance ponytail.
Weird.
You a terrorist?
Be a terrible one if I was.
Oh my
Did this
god.
for Mina. What's Mina?
Terrorist organisation.
Will you stop that, please?
Look, how many times have we seen a lone wolf release pathogens into the air?
Nanocells aren't airborne. They can only be transferred via blood-to-blood contact.
There was an awful lot of blood in the train.
What's your call?
Bioterrorism suspect named as Claire Mahek, a Kandarian intern at Kensington.
TV off.
Is Kandarian real?
Tell me you can
I'm gonna
retrieve
assume
her
no,
nanocells.
not.
Not directly. We'd need to extract a large blood sample to keep them active. From there, I'll use that as a roadmap to recreate the master batch.
Seems simple enough. She has plenty of blood to spare.
Not exactly. Her new bone matter is consuming her body's resources at an accelerated rate. If I remove that much blood in one go, she'll die.
And if she dies before you extract her blood?
Without a living host, the nanocells will just dissipate.
Au revoir, nanocells.
So either way she dies. Okay. Amy, we're going to have to go for the option where we retain our asset.
Natalie, I can't just...
I'll get back to you. End call.
What should we do, Doctor? Set up for a full blood diagnostic. There has to be a way to get the nanocells out of her safely. Dr. Wakefield, please replace her IV. I can't risk any outside contamination.
End call. Power moves as Elstro.
Dr. Tennant.
I mean, I did say at the beginning, right? Cold-hearted corporation. That's absolutely what this is. Cold-hearted corporation. So.
Need to replace this, okay? Don't bite me.
Ay, ay, ay. The boss has some English accent, but I can't tell where from exactly. Okay.
A little rusty. I mean,
Oh, come on, man. Is he out now bloodied? I know he had a glove, but like,
don't go anywhere.
this is how these movies start. This is how the horror part of the sci-fi movie starts. I don't know if there's a horror, by the way, but actually, wait. This is probably a good time to check the stats. Oh, there's more people. Okay. We have one left that we haven't met yet. And I haven't really had a chance to change any of my other stats, so Here we go. All right.
Who delivered this crate?
Oh, it was here when we arrived this morning.
Well, it's in the way. It needs to be moved.
What does this even mean? Alright. Oh, that's indicating who moves it. Alright. I would try and move it. Yes, horror is among the tags for this game. Alright, glorious.
Thank you, Dr.
Why don't they have better protection if they have an entire vacuum warehouse to prevent pie contaminants? Oh my god, come on. Look, I know that this is tragic that I'm laughing, but...
It's not personal.
Oh god. Come on. Alright, did we call all the horror stuff? I mean, I feel like we called all the horror. Oh god. Come on. Do something, do something. Give me a decision. Ah, man, that looks like it's gonna hurt. Ay, ay, ay.
Reese! I'm good, check on Dr. North.
Okay, alright.
Dr. North? Dr. North, trust absolutely. We're gonna save you, okay?
Don't make promises you can't keep. Oh.
I knew there was something off about Malkin. What kind of a scientist has a fucking ponytail?
Obi-Wan says, one characteristic of those horror movies is humans doing stupid things. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Seeker says, Reese still wearing bloody glove?
I'm currently the safest person in this
I would assume so.
Good enough for me.
Why are we in lockdown mode?
You the OTP. No ponytail.
It won't be in the air for much longer.
Thanks for that.
Call Natalie Kensington.
She's not going to answer. Oh, she did.
Emily, where's
Oh, no.
Natalie? There's been an incident in the lab.
Yeah, I can see that, and the biosecurity's kicked in.
I need Natalie on the line right now. I don't care who she's with.
Yeah, okay, she's in her office. I'll call you right back. End call.
Amy, the main character that I'm like making decisions for, she seemed unusually calm. I would be a lot more upset considering a lot of this stuff just happened.
We'll be back in a minute, Claire. Don't go anywhere.
Alstrowart says, okay, Reese is my favorite character now. Eklund says, unfortunately, Dr. North didn't fill out the proper paperwork to be saved. Eklund, welcome in. How's it going? Too soon, too soon.
This is gonna stink.
I want to slap him. Wonderful. Oh, man.
I have to clean this wound.
No, it'll be fine. We've got bigger fish to fry.
It'll be fine. We've got bigger fish to fry. Jeez. A knife just went through your leg, dude. Come on. Did you author this game? No. Search for disinfectant. Okay. We're a medical lab. We must have it. It must be here.
Wait here. I'm gonna go see if there's something in the intensive lab.
Obi-Wan, did you author this game? No, I did not. This is just a game that I heard about, that I saw another streamer play, and I was like, ooh, it seems almost like a choose your own adventure, like with a board game ending, because I'm trying to potentially save everybody. I don't know if saving everybody is possible. Like, that's one of the things that is driving me mentally. Like, is it possible to save everybody? I almost feel like, based on what I've seen, no. So that sounded Claire, right? That sounded like Claire. Oh no, I should... You do not go off by yourself. I made the mistake.
Thought you'd gone quiet over here.
Your nanocells don't like my chat either.
I did mold them in my image.
That makes sense. Bunch of mini-controlling bitches inside me.
Look,
Serious
I'm gonna
moment now.
do everything I can to help you. I've dealt with worse odds before.
Really?
Really. You need to comply, though. Whatever it is that's going on, if you know anything, please tell me.
Maybe.
I can work with maybe. Hold strong.
Okay, alright. Hold on, let me catch up with chat here. You know what is going to happen. Noise is suspicious. Yeah, definitely suspicious. Absolutely. This is exactly Among Us right now. Yes, this is exactly Among Us right now. What did they say? Separate the party and then they all die one by one? I mean, that is like the horror movie trope, right? Completely sausage. Alright. Well, we have like 3 dead people. I don't know what the percentage means. But, okay. My intelligence went up. That's maybe... My sensitivity also went up. I'm sure slapping Reese didn't help. Okay. Alright. Secret Weird says, what if they intentionally infect her with something mild so the nanocells have something to do other than killing her? You know, that... I mean... I would guess that if given not time pressure, that they might think of that kind of stuff. Right now, I think they're trying to deal with, like, injured people, a dead person, a guy, a terrorist that somehow made it onto the team, and then the woman who's trying to... Yes, like, all these would probably be great possibilities to explore. But time pressure is like a killer. Pun intended.
It's just like Yemen.
Don't remind me.
Eklund says, hi, I hope you enjoy the game. I still can't go to the huge vacuum vault, and they take off protection when they get in the lab, so they just carry any contaminants back inside them. Yeah. Eklund, dude, there were smaller things that were gonna, like, annoy me from that earlier. So don't you worry. Yeah, the fact that
Came from the void.
they are making very poor medical decisions, and they had spent money on a huge vacuum vault, and then, like, man. There's just so many things. We could probably nitpick this entire thing, and I think already we have like over a dozen things to complain about. So, so Eklund, you're right. Like, noise came from the void just now. Ooh.
What the hell is that?
It must be coming from beyond the walls.
All right,
Do you have any
that's...
security cameras we can check?
On the computer, but I don't know how. My assistants did that.
All right, would you mind?
Alright, yeah, there better be security cameras. You have a vacuum vault. Security cameras are like basic. You know, I would love to slow that down and see what he's typing.
Shit on the IRA. The cavalry?
In masks?
What's the rumbling though? Sound doesn't travel in a vacuum.
First of all, they're in a vacuum tube. If they didn't have masks, they would be dead anyway. Like, come on.
Prizes for guessing who the brains of this operation is.
God bless those security walls, eh?
You know, you can't see a thing. You would think that
This is impossible.
because it's so
They
dark.
would need unprecedented access to our security systems to be doing this.
There's unprecedented. Deactivated vacuum? Rip.
They're her dumb cavalry. they're Kandarian too. I knew you were part of something bigger.
Lump us all together because they have the same features. Big eyes and big lips too. The divisions in my country are complex. Those bunch are not from my team.
Social commentary.
And now they're fucking with us.
Answer call.
Amy, what's going on down there?
You've been infiltrated, Kensington. Dr. Malcolm was a plant. Thanks to him, Dr. North is dead, and so are my dreams of becoming a professional footballer.
But you killed Malkin.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Emily checked security footage from the lab.
I mean, does privacy even exist around here?
There are 3 masked intruders in the void, and they're armed.
They deactivated the vacuum and bypassed the security wall.
I'm still alive. Make sure she knows that.
Biosecurity is still enabled, so you are safe no matter what.
Well, I'd say open the door.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I'll get on to this.
They're using the word magic again. Come on.
Well, not that I'm not grateful, but why is lockdown mode still active? The poison from the acid bomb has dissipated, and the bioprotector is containing Claire's infection.
It must be detecting something else. The safety of London is paramount. We can't risk a bug getting into the city. Amy, you need to extract Claire's blood, especially if the intruders have come for her. The nanocells cannot fall into the wrong hands.
Well, there's an easy way to prevent that. We smoke Claire.
No!
End call. Wow.
Ooh, ending the call.
She's responsible for this.
That makes no sense. We're her only hope at retrieving the nanocells.
Yeah, she's going to let us extract the nanocells and then kill us by gunfire.
Wow.
Thanks, Obi-Wan.
All right, look, Parker Kaplani designed this lab, right? Do you think he built an escape route, a back door, anything?
I don't know. We'd have to ask him ourselves.
Yoo-hoo.
What now, Claire?
Can we move the dead people?
Now that she mentions it.
Eklund says, shouldn't these execs be a little more excited and getting stuff done? I mean, you know, the one thing that also bothered me about that scene just now is, like, anytime you enter a facility, there's always, like, training on how to exit and leave. I mean, for God's sake, they tell you how to leave an airplane, how to leave a movie theater, and yet they don't know how to leave this place, assuming they were... It's either that or they would know that there's only one.
I find that legal.
One entrance and exit.
Let's access her camera. Give her a little listen.
This is how scientists get killed, you know. Where did you learn to do this?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Astro Art says, I've never been taught how to leave a movie theater.
Wait, you shouldn't...
There aren't, like,
she's got nothing to hide. What's
intro videos before the movie plays. Be like, look for exits and these lights, you know, follow the stairs and exits to your left and right. Oh god. Hack in. Reese, do the things.
The 3 intruders in the void have managed to lock every lift and door giving us access down there. Whatever they've done has caused electrical blips throughout the entire building. There are questions.
Have the security idiots announced an upgrade gone awry? No one can think this Claire situation's any more serious than it already is.
This seems planned, Natalie. There must be more traitors in our midst.
Emily, please. 2 people are trapped in that lab with our prized asset. They are our priority. Announce the security upgrade.
Obi-Wan says, her tech is so advanced that it's indistinguishable from magic. That's why she keeps on calling magic.
I clear the airways in case she calls.
Plausible deniability.
That's the original.
Don't they have a head of security and a guy with guns of their own? I mean, they should.
Amy,
What do you and your friends want?
I'm not an espionage mastermind. They aren't with me.
So how did all the nanocells end up inside you?
Isn't that totally obvious?
You should listen to Professor Xavier over there.
About what?
They made the X-Men joke.
So she put them in you?
No, not me.
long have you been at the complex?
A year. We've always had passing conversations on higher floors, but I don't think you remember. I always wanted to work in this lab with you.
Well, here we are. Claire, come on. Just tell me what's happening so that I can help you.
I got them all. Mina.
Who's Mina? Claire.
She's about as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Let's answer.
What is more cryptic bullshit?
Answer call.
I hope we can
Guys, you were right about the intruders. They
confront.
sabotaged the system and have electronically barricaded themselves in the void.
Yeah. Tell us something we don't know, please.
How are they bypassing your security system so easily?
Kensington Corporation's stock plummets amidst
TV
links to
off.
The
Rescue
stock is
plans
already
delayed.
plummeting.
Well, have you contacted Parker Kaplani? He designed the lab. He'll know how to get us out of here.
We've been trying, but he could be anywhere on the planet right now. Parker has no compunctions about who he builds labs for, as long as he pays quote. End call.
Well, that was a fucking waste of time.
Yeah, we need to start making better decisions.
Yeah, a proper escape
Oh man, they're
plan
telling me
was
I'm playing the game badly.
Is there anything else you can do in the computer system?
Rip, says Elstro
hack the
Art.
communication
Yeah.
lines, get in touch with Parker Kaplani myself.
Okay, awesome. You do that. I'm gonna look for a way out of here. Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
I think the air's getting stale down here.
No, that's impossible. Even in lockdown mode, there's always a steady supply of oxygen.
Why aren't they searching database for Mina? Try to figure it out. Yes, like the first thing I would do is like Google Mina and see if anything comes right, Seeker? Right.
Lost something?
Welcome back, Sleeping Beauty. I need something to get me past that vent cover.
It's a vent cover. Let's just open it crudely. How about internal employee search? Yeah, associates, clients. Yeah, I know. And okay, this.
I always wished I was taller.
Now that I'm looking at this, I probably made the wrong decision there. Key political figures, right? Exactly. I don't know. I think delicate probably would have been like use the scalpel as like a screwdriver to like take it off. I forgot that this isn't me, it's the Amy character. Ay, ay, ay.
Wait.
If this is more than a sprain,
Oh, it's quite cute, matching wounds. Mine is slightly more impressive.
Mine put both of yours to shame.
I hate her.
rolling stool, what can go wrong, says Eklund. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, I think.
What's his deal?
There's only one wall left between them and the lab door.
Please tell me you got hold of Parker.
Negative. I got hold of the CCTV footage from the past 24 hours.
Okay. Sift through it, see if there's anything helpful.
Roger that.
Alright, let's pause here for a second. Yeah, it doesn't... I think a lot of percentages are down. Let's see. Elstro Art says she's not going to be able to do sleight of hand anymore. Oh yeah, it'll be very hard. She'll have to heal up to do some more sleight of hand. No, Reese was at 39% before. Oh! Okay, 44 now. Excellent.
Sneaky bastard.
I have no idea what those percentages mean, by the way. It's
Wait. Claire got access to the lab?
your master batch?
How did she get that level of clearance on her ID card?
Wait, what were you injected yourself? Why didn't the lab shut down?
The nanocells need time to diffuse in the bloodstream.
I was able to get out of the complex before feeling the effects.
What the fuck is she doing in the storeroom?
What?
I destroyed all the duplicate nanocells too.
What?
Okay, well,
I
there's
didn't
my...
authorize any duplicates to be made.
So you were just stealing the master batch for employers to replicate? Who? Who was it? Was it the Russians?
No, I was heading to MI6.
That answers my question about the backup batch, but like apparently
Simon, as always.
the main developer didn't know.
Why were you taking them there, Claire?
Let's go!
Maybe how much they like or trust you. Oh, maybe.
Parker. We got a hold of Parker.
Half true. I was already en route. I get alerted every time shit hits the fan in one of my labs.
We also have the identities of the 3 intruders. Sending them through.
These guys.
They're from last year's batch of Kindarian interns.
Sleepers, like Malkin.
Yeah. Guys. There's one security wall between them and us. What have you got?
What are our best options, Parker?
I need 10 more minutes to study these blueprints. That lab was built to contain world-altering alchemy. So excuse me if backdoors weren't part of my thinking.
Amy.
End call.
Reese.
What? Do you want to listen to a fucking bullshit about nanocells again? We've got 10 minutes to think without all that shit.
Use the word alchemy. Yeah, Obi-Wan. And then she also stomped on them. Yes. The storeroom destruction, yeah. Yeah, just throwing stuff on the floor, not equal destroying stuff, yeah.
I want to hand this over. It's not meant for you, but fuck it. You need to see the truth about Kensington and Kinder.
What is it?
Just watch.
Careful, Amy.
Always.
I beg to differ, standing on a wheelie chair.
Wait. This is really lame. Could you hold my hand?
It's a trap. I'm not holding her hand. I was not given a choice.
I'm just really scared. Go on. Watch.
Two files. Kensington and Picnic. Which one do you want to watch?
Ideally both of them, but let's just go with Picnic first. That's the more intriguing one.
Look! You've forgotten the wine but remembered your phone. Typical.
Nina's mad at me these days.
Well, I'm sorry I forgot the wine, okay? Yeah. Brought onion bhajis, egg mayo, tomatoes.
Claire takes too many selfies in London.
Not that much. Look, I'm showing the surroundings. Look how pretty this grass is. Come on, let's take a picture. Look at the camera. Smile.
What?
I think my mind's concluding the same thing as yours, so do you really
Play it.
want to watch that?
They were all infected? Is that... I don't I'm not sure. Or they were killed.
So we'll be answering to the UN.
They were killed by Kensington.
Mom, what's the problem? We quashed uprising villages, and you got human trials to assess your technology.
They were human trials.
2 birds, 1 stone.
3 whole villages.
Your scientists need not know how the data was acquired. The Supreme Leader is a man of discretion. We trust you are the same.
Most certainly.
Make sure of it, or we will.
Okay, let's unpack that for a second. Big Ducky Snow, welcome in. How's it going? And let's see. Alstro Art says, that's creepy. Hell yeah, that's creepy. Big Ducky Snow says, hello, crazy in chat. Here's hoping Friday's been sweet and your weekend will be too. I'm a carry on lurking as much as I'm reading in Duolingo as I can tonight before bed. Stay awesome, my friends. Peace, love, and light be with you. Thanks for stopping, Big Ducky Snow. Thanks for the lurk. So, if anybody's curious, we are playing the game The Complex. I have no idea how far we are in, but definitely probably in the second half, not the first half anymore, because we've discovered everybody. All these hexes were. And I just assume that we have discovered what would probably be the biggest plot point, I guess. So, Seeker of Weird says, scientists need not know how the data was acquired is just so false. How can you come up with the correct conclusion without full info? I mean, there's also that, but then also like so here's another thing, right? Kandarians, I don't think exist on our Earth, but this happened on some kind of Earth-ish kind of thing, right? Because they mention things like Twitter and Uber, and the other thing is like if it happened on a similar Earth, we have like conventions to, you know, and treaties in place so that we don't like treat humanity with harm. Anyway, this is a little messed up. Admittedly, the story at surface level is kind of very surfacey. It doesn't get as deep as I'd like it to, but like I imagine making all the branching paths, they can't like go too deep on anything, but like ay. So anyway, what are we gonna do with this information, I guess? How are we going to survive the 3 people that are coming in after us? Are they even after us? I don't even know. Alright. Okay. Here we go.
You see, the Kandarian government, Natalie Kensington, experimented with your nanocells on my people, my village, my parents, my sister Mina.
Okay.
They
That
were
explains
killed
everything.
for opposing the dictatorship.
Natalie was making duplicates of the master badge behind my back. My tech killed people.
And you were taking all the evidence from MI6? In that USB and in your veins?
Now the Supreme Leader has activated a sleeper cell in the complex to cover his tracks.
Yeah, not to mention Natalie's. Why didn't you tell us this before?
I didn't trust you.
Alright, we can't.
Reject call. Amy, we need to take a minute and think about this, okay?
I'm fine, I promise.
Hey, look. I know a rash decision when I see one.
You're not going to expose Natalie after what you've just seen.
We need to deal with our current predicament. Plus, I really need the toilet again.
Alright, yeah. Gotta get out of this alive.
Would you believe this?
Confronting her doesn't help us, like Kensington.
Do you need me to stay and help you?
No, you're fine, you're spared.
I'll be sitting outside.
Okay.
we get out of here? Will you quit like you said?
Pass. I never thought I'd have to answer that question.
No, you do the right thing. You always do.
A habit I wish I had.
Well, it might have rubbed off on you if you'd stuck around. Why'd you leave, Reese?
The absurdity. Not knowing whether
Saving someone was the right thing to do if it condemned them to a life of pain.
it's too much for me.
Coward isn't the man for you anyway.
That wasn't your call to make. We were a team.
Do they have past relationship?
Hindsight's a bitch, eh? Heard of Mr. Cracking Fortnite in Eritrea.
Where can I sign up for this war-torn world tour you guys were on?
Enough with the wisecracks, Claire. I'm not in the mood.
I know how you feel, Amy.
You lost people that you love. My feelings are trivial compared to yours.
The sense of betrayal.
Come on, give us a break.
I meant Natalie.
You know, Claire's dying, and I feel like Amy was a little dismissive in a very rude, not compassionate way.
Coming to London. To work. To live. Love. Funny story. On my first day here, I was super late because I thought there was a station in the complex. Turns out I was looking at the tourist tube map with disused and unfinished stations.
Yeah, that's right. They half-built station under the complex.
Tabitha Green's.
We're so far underground, we must be right on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right, Claire. Thank you.
Anytime. What did I say?
We can't go across the void. We tried going up into the vent, but we haven't tried going down. To Tabitha Green's.
To be fair, we didn't really try going up the
We
vents.
might have one. Reese is sitting on it.
What do you have to know?
I need something that will remove the entire toilet quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna go chemistry because I tried to force it last time and it obviously...
You don't have to get your hands dirty.
Not necessarily.
And please tell me there's more than one toilet in the complex, because...
We're at the lowest point of the complex, so Tabitha Green's must be right below us.
Yeah, okay, Amy, but there's a toilet in the way.
Not for long.
Potassium. Amy.
My favorite ever chemistry lesson was when the teacher put a small piece of potassium in water.
You're using a chemistry lesson from grade
I just wanted to
school.
see what a full block would do.
Oh my god. No safety goggles. She wasn't even safe about like putting it in there, just dump, turn walk.
Insane.
Yeah, insane.
So now the big question, how far below us is Tabitha Green's?
Looks deep.
Eklund says, falling off a stool wasn't enough vent effort for you. Drop something big, drop... Okay, I'm jumping in. That's... Mal Haku, no timing mechanism, huh? Convenient hall. Mal Haku, welcome in. How's it going? Is that just a waste of falling under like a porta potty? Yeah. That is an impressive hole, says Eklund, yeah. Uh-oh. Debris.
Should've just opened the fucking box.
No, she did not just punch him out.
Hey, man, all good?
Yeah.
Malhaku says, going good. Finally stopped by while I was streaming. Yeah, I don't normally stream on Friday, so thanks for stopping in. Shooter uses ponytail. He was alive. Falling for you is the achievement. Oh my god. Let's just digest this for a second. Astro Arts lol. So alright, for anyone who just hopped in, so we are playing a game called The Complex. It is like a movie sci-fi choose your own adventure quick time basically game, and the way that I looked at the list of achievements, it looked like board game type achievements. I don't know if I could save everybody, but here's like everybody that we interacted with, basically. So I don't know what the percentages mean. I assume the skull means that they're dead, which this is accurately reflecting who's dead. So, Eklund says, "How did that floor not collapse before under that toilet?" Yeah, I would expect that the toilet should have had more structural integrity and that it was just a pipe going through, and yet when they blew it open, it's just a hole and it just goes. Like, yeah, it just feels like you should have been able to stomp on the toilet. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. There's a lot of like little things like that that we're complaining about in this. But anyway, okay, so let's proceed here. Sci-fi original movie physics. Yep, that's right, man.
Their bullets won't dent these doors. They were built to withstand much more than that. The Void's last resort defense mechanism is the kicker. When it detects a rogue pathogen, it generates a white heat flash to eliminate the threat.
You couldn't have mentioned that earlier? Like, oh my god.
She's already hardwired into the system. We are fucking fucked.
Let's make an FMV Sins YouTube channel.
Guys, the intruders are almost in, and we know why they're here.
Parker, what options have we got?
Enough! While Parker was accessing the lab security mainframe for bypasses, we saw records of who gained entry in the last 24 hours.
Claire entered using someone else's ID credentials.
Yours, Amy.
That's impossible. I've got my ID card right here.
Amy didn't help me. I snuck into her office and I copied her credentials off a computer. You're the liar, Natalie.
You don't have a voice here, Claire.
Look, we know about Kindar.
Reese.
We have proof. Lots.
Nonsense.
Look, the intruders are Natalie and Kindar's way of making sure that we die with their dirty little secret.
We know that you hack your own security, Natalie.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, your cybersecurity sucks. Even Reese hacked it easily.
Truth.
He isn't an employee here, is he? What's your story, buddy?
He spent the last few years bouncing between pharma companies around the world. A mercenary. Whose side are you on, Wakefield?
Continue accusing? Let's just go with it. Let's dogpile.
I thought you said that you did your due diligence. Slack on your part.
Seriously?
Access to Kensington Corporation.
That's not what I envisioned that would
That's
happen.
ridiculous. I'd never. Even Parker showed up unannounced.
Don't drag me into this.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you work for anyone who pays your quote.
All I know is that if they get in, the nanocells are gone forever. Natalie, please.
Look, we aren't traitors. Help us. Stall them. Do something.
Amelia, regardless of what we think of each other right now, you're one of my closest friends.
Lies.
Parker?
So we're trusting these guys now?
Yes, we are.
Can the Void jam electronics?
Negative.
Could you reinitialize the vacuum? Two of them aren't wearing helmets.
I can't. They've locked us out.
Reese could. His computer down there is hardwired into the system.
All right.
Okay, talk me through it as fast as you can.
Help, Amy! Help.
What's going on, Claire?
Something wrong. My heart. Are you going to wear a mask?
I trust you.
Alright, while he's hacking. This is all very sci-fi production, but with Doctor Who casting. It's fun, yeah. I love how invested Parker, the vault contractor, is acting. Use gloves at least as Elshore. Oh my god. Yeah. Secrets is probably made by people who don't actually know how a toilet gets put in.
How to turn the vacuum back on?
Or how easy it is to remove a toilet.
Not so smug now, are ya?
Alright, so here's my other thing. It's a very huge chamber. I don't know how long it takes to vacuum the whole thing, but I would imagine it's not like instantaneous. So like I feel like they would feel like it's coming.
Come on.
Suffocate, you bastards.
And also one of them still has out. Are they simulating that the sound he would hear because all the air is out? There's no way it would have completely vacuumed in that amount of time. Malhaku says, the interface is actually cool looking. Guess it makes sense for people approaching from video game design. Yeah. Elstro says, I wonder if the guns are able to fire in a vacuum. I mean, I think they can fire in vacuum, right? The physics might be weird, because I think normal guns are developed with bullets going through air, like in mind, right? And they didn't have protective suits to put back on.
Natalie Kensington.
Yeah, Eklund, that's right. It's like once you realize that the air was, couldn't you just put the suit back on? Put that, because it was just like a helmet, basically, right?
Thank God.
We saw the lab door didn't open. Good work, Wakefield.
Appreciate the guidance, Parker.
Thanks for the lead, Natalie. There's still an armed intruder out there. Parker, what else do you have for us?
I could go full 90s internet, unplug the lab, plug it back in. That would kill lockdown mode and the vacuum for 60 seconds. You guys can then escape before everything initializes. Emily has a security team poised to handle the last intruder.
No, that's a shit plan. He's standing right outside the door. Fucking security team of sprinters wouldn't make it down before he wastes us.
He's right, Parker.
It's a calculated risk worth taking.
Okay, well, when could you do this?
Whenever you're
Can you get Claire's blood?
Fuck, Natalie.
Yes, I know it will kill her, but she's going to die anyway. She'd be sacrificing herself to save millions. Think, Amy. We can't start over again. This has been our lives for the past 4 years. We're not the only country trying for nanocells.
I'm not a murderer.
You're a monster, Kensington.
Just take the blood, Amy.
Time is running out. Deal or no deal?
I think the right thing to do is no deal. And that plan was shit anyway.
End call.
Guys, that was stressful.
Trapped in a corner here, Emmy.
There has to be another way that doesn't involve killing Claire.
There is.
To be fair, I was kind of convinced that Claire was going to die anyway, but just to piss Kensington off. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Secret of Weird says they weren't in full vacuum yet. Yeah, I mean, once you realize the air was leaving, you could have just put it back on your head, right? Malaku says, I think it depends on the gun. Oh, yeah, this is talking about the bullet going through the air. I know some guns can fire while wet and others can't. Oh, that's interesting. I was not aware of that. But then, if oxygen isn't even necessary for ignition, it could fire and the gun is already made to harness the expansion of gases. So maybe? Yeah, so if the ignition, well, yeah, that's a good point because it does require expansion of gases, right? But I mean, whatever's in the bullet, doesn't it normally create gases? So I think it creates some, right? Alstar, it says, yeah, it's amazing Claire survived so long. Yeah, I mean, first of all, she's suffering like hell, right? And they could let Claire decide. I guess they could let Claire decide. I mean, it is in her body, right? So, okay, all right. Malak, oh yeah, the ignition creates the gas that propels the slug. Basic gun, yeah, yeah.
Listen, we're trapped.
Yeah, by Natalie. The lab's in lockdown mode because she ordered it. There's no other chemical threat outside of Claire's bioprotector.
Yeah, there is. Actually.
Because you were infected. Now you are getting symptoms.
Should have brushed up on my needle handling.
Come on. Yes.
Look, this is a Mexican standoff. We're going to lose.
Can't completely get the physics degree out of my speech ever, says Malhaku.
Eventually the oxygen will run out, so Parker's crazy plan of opening that door is our only hope.
You've changed your tune. Maybe Natalie will rescue us.
Yeah, you want to bet? All the evidence of her actions in Kindar is down here. The nanocells are our only leverage. Take her blood, however much you need.
No, Reese, don't die, says Alstro Art.
Claire, please give me your arm.
But now Reese has nanocells. I know, that's what I was thinking, Seeker of Weird.
I thought you were different.
Claire, your arm.
So they don't need Claire's blood, says Seeker. Yeah, that's the implication.
Can you save me?
I want to save you.
I didn't click in time. I couldn't decide.
One way or another, I'll get justice for your family.
Stop. I've got enough.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't stick it in. That's what she said. We closed the bioprotector. Claire can live to fight another day. It's about time I contributed an escape plan.
What?
While Parker was talking me through the vacuum reset, I realised that a full lab reset wouldn't be much different. We don't need those pricks upstairs.
But if you reset the lab, they'll be alerted.
That's where things get creative. I hacked into the lab security camera and recorded the last 3 minutes of you preparing to extract Claire's blood. I can output that 3 minutes of footage onto their security feed. While you escape, they'll think you're following orders.
How did you come up with this?
Sorry to move in.
Okay, but what about our last remaining obstacle outside? And why are you speaking in the second person?
I'm going to take him out. I'm infected.
Alstro Art says,
As
I
soon as
can't.
step into the void, that heat flash will trigger.
Maurice, you've lost it.
If I die in here, lockdown mode ends and he gets in. If I die out there, so does he, and you have a chance. I've been the weak link. It's time to become an asset.
Oh, man.
Just take Claire, run.
Come on.
Save her.
Man, these last couple of decisions were tough.
Come on,
No, look, I chose this, okay? That's how you make a life. Every single choice along the way counts.
I fucking hate you.
Okay. I almost thought that they were gonna kiss.
Yeah, I went back to that.
But I'm like, that would be like a breach of medical hygiene.
To face it. That woman was there. Dima. She's just playing with a little girl. She called her Amy. I'm sorry for leaving you.
Rekindle an old flame. He was so close, regardless of coverage. Oh my god, and there's blood in it.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to kiss anyone carrying a life-threatening pathogen?
They addressed it again. Alright, I know that was kind of an emotional moment, but there's some stuff in chat, and then also, okay, Malhaku says, that slick display against the just passable green screen is so jarring. Yeah. Eklund, so does heat mode trigger even when you pull the plug for 60 seconds? I would guess that heat mode should not trigger if it was shut down for 60 seconds, because originally the plan before was them was just running through. I mean, I guess there's no guarantee that they wouldn't have had a pathogen before, but I guess the assumption was they didn't. Eklund says, we long past medical hygiene in this lab. Yes, you're correct. I would feel like Amy should be infected. Alright, looks like my percentages have increased a little bit for my stats. Let's see. Looks like my restat is not very high, so I'm not sure. Maybe I wanted to keep them alive. I don't know.
I appreciate the sentiment, though. More than you know.
Wait!
What is it, Claire?
Switch places with me, Reese. At this stage, you have a far better chance of surviving than I do. Come on. You have all the evidence against Kensington. Make sure the world sees it.
No, Claire, I'll do it.
Drop it. The bioprotector will stop the lab detecting your infection, and you two can escape.
What? I have to choose. God damn it. All right, do I trust Claire? I guess I trust Claire.
I promise we'll expose Natalie, and we'll share your story with the world.
Thank you. Get me the fuck out of this thing.
Give Claire agency, says Seeker. Yes, that's right. We let Claire make a decision. So there. Team Reese, says Alstro. Amy has a chance of being infected, but apparently it takes time to actually start causing problems. Yeah, but wait, the nanocells aren't actually a pathogen, they just feel like a pathogen? I don't know, they didn't discuss all the technicalities of it.
Did you do that, Parker?
No. I'm sitting here.
Claire. Thank you.
I know he was there the whole time, but should he know if things could be done remotely or not?
Let's do this.
He seems so concerned about the alarm. Yeah. Hold up, shouldn't the nanocells be healing Reese first? Why is he still hurt? I mean, I don't know how long it takes before healing occurs versus onset of symptoms, but maybe it affects everybody differently, probably.
Threat detected.
And how high does this heat have to get?
Heat flash initiated.
Did she literally wait until the last second? That reminds me of something out of the Andromeda strain.
Reset complete.
Nailed it, Claire.
All looks good to me.
Yeah. She's going to get the nanocells. Well done, Amy. I wouldn't have. What was that? Nothing?
She throws potassium right into the toilet. She lives on the edge extreme. Yeah, absolutely. The symptoms are from excess blood and bone production, i.e. overhealing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess.
Amy, fuck that. Get a machine gun.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could he be like healed but still hurt?
Need to change out of our lab suits. They'll draw too much attention.
How bad is it? Can you see the bone?
I'm gonna go to the disabled toilet and grab the fold-up wheelchair, okay? Change quick.
Yes, ma'am. It must look like a right side.
Please tell me I'm gonna have a choice of who to shoot first. I assume all nanochemicals work on virtuosity rules and require a murder Russell Crowe to operate fully as expected murderous. Okay. Did they just walk past them?
Okay, there's an exit out of the back of the building. It'll be way less guarded.
Right, so what we're waiting for?
Natalie's office is down there.
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, survive. Survival number one. Revenge can happen later.
Let's finish what Claire started.
MI6, here we come.
Stop right there, Amy Tennant.
Oh, you haven't seen the wildly ridiculous virtuosity? Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, okay. That's with Denzel Washington, right? I think it's been a long time, but...
I guess 3 minutes wasn't long enough.
We know Wakefield has nanocells in his system. Hand them over and this can end without bloodshed.
Well, that's clearly bullshit.
Just do it, Amy.
Reason?
Natalie's covering up the murder of innocent men, women, and children. Emily, you know this is wrong.
I knew about everything. The nanosol duplicates, the testing in Kindar. I oversaw it all while you're busy fiddling with your test tubes. Now hand him over.
Is she the mastermind?
Amy, use me. You always said I could sell ice to the Eskimos.
Dude, you can't say that.
Hey, look. Look, I'm a pretty selfish person. But the woman behind me with the Uzi isn't, so just... don't punish her for that.
Where are you going with this, Reese?
You can have me, Kensington.
Just let Amy go.
Just trust me for once.
Not sure if that was the best.
No deal. I can't just let Amy walk out of here.
Just do it, Amy. It's okay, just do it. Do it. Do it.
has a way.
Get him back to Security Lab Alpha now!
Fuck you, Kensington!
Do you have an explosive on him?
Lieutenant!
Potassium? Okay. Alright. Amy's outside. Okay, alright, let's see. So Maliku says, have I seen Virtuosity? I thought I did. It's brilliant? Okay, I'll have to double check. Secret Weird says, best way to take her down is to expose her to the media, not confront her in private. Yeah, Seeker of Weird, why would Kensington ever let a witness with evidence walk out? I mean, yes, that's true. And why would they let Amy leave if Reese was dead either? Yes, correct. I mean, I guess that's the only leverage that they potentially could. I mean, yeah, they wouldn't let her leave if you know. But they were, I think, finding his survival and the nanocells more valuable than, I don't know, movie logic sometimes. Movie logic. Okay, all right, okay, exciting ending and how we're gonna get the hell out of here. Did I make it? Maliku says, especially standoff logic. Yeah, most standoffs in movies don't make a ton of sense if you think about them. Yeah,
Kensington,
for sure.
founder of the Kensington Corporation, was today arrested by MI6 on suspicion of crimes against humanity. This follows the discovery of footage linking her to illegal chemical testing on humans in Kindar, which resulted in the deaths of hundreds. The Kindarian embassy have denied any involvement.
Directed by Paul Raschid. Okay, alright. We can actually see all of the names of the actors, so we can assure ourselves that they're not CGI people. What happened to Reese? I don't know. That's a great question. Actually, while we're going through this, I'm gonna take a look at the list of achievements for this game really quick and see what is left. I need closure, says Alstro Art. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, so the percentage looks like it might be a relationship status. And so people pleaser is get over 50% relationship status with everyone. And then there's 11 hidden achievements. Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe let's hope for like or maybe is there like a new game plus maybe? I don't know. Maybe an end credit scene still? Yeah, that's still possible. I'll say at least like the basic structure of the story is like engaging enough. Like they didn't have so many people that it wasn't like it was difficult to keep track of. Like, at least for the most part, they kept it small enough where it's like, okay, we at least know everybody. But, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm actually wondering if we can get out via the vents, or if it was always like we had to go through the toilet. You can tell, like, how some of the editing occurred. That, like, after I make a decision and, like, the music, like, fades out and then fades back in. That it was very like they had to chop it for that point because it's like, okay, there's probably something different that happens. But yeah, so yeah, social commentary on evil corporations, biotech, genocide. There are quite a few logical leaps in terms of proven, like, okay, so here's the thing that bothers me. So for the proven science that they know exists, they're taking very few precautionary measures that we know are very basic. Let's see here. Maybe end credit scene. So usually games will have a skip to next decision option. I mean, possibly, yeah. I mean, I'm actually okay with potentially going again and choosing a whole host of different options to see what happens. So if everybody didn't know, I'm officially on vacation for the rest of the year. So, let's see. Secret Wizard. Let's see. Maliku says going full FMV actors will limit a lot of choices and flexibility compared to something like Until Dawn. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's see. I rekindled the old flame, so maybe this next playthrough, unfortunately for Team Reese, find an ending. Trust me for once. Oh, it displays my current relationship status with all these. Oh, 1 out of 9 endings? Holy crap. 80 out of 196 scenes discovered, and then 80 decisions made. I made that many decisions? I made 79 because I missed one. Let's see here. Even the potassium science is flawed. It would go past the trap and the explosive power would smash the toilet and go up. Absolutely, yeah. Least resistance, not down through the multiple feet of concrete. Eklund, yes, you're right. It would totally shoot back up, right? Wouldn't go past the trap. Weird that you can have significant relationship with Parker. Huh. Yeah, actually that's true. We didn't interact with Parker that much. And he's just over a video call, so that's kind of interesting. Not making a decision is a decision. I guess that's true too. Okay. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go pee, and then I'm going to start a second playthrough. That's the plan. Actually, let me screenshot this too. Because that's a lot of stuff to go through. Oh wait, it's stats? Can I go through? What's stats? Okay, it just looks at this. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna be back in about, I'm guessing, like 90 seconds. Alright, be back in 90 seconds. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, Eklund says, Parker is odd at the best of times. He just seemed to want to lounge on the sofa, even though his lab apparently secretly contacted him. Yeah, Parker is super weird because I feel like if you created a thing, you should be more invested and / or more knowledgeable. I agree with that, Eklund. Secret Weird says, OMG, I put a very small mini pecan pie in the oven before the stream started and forgot about it until now. Secret Weird says, it is not burnt miraculously. Oh my god, that is... I'm not gonna lie, that is magic. Glad it's still edible. Yeah. There are times where if the whole thing isn't burnt, I've been able to salvage just like cutting around all the burnt parts, and usually the interior is usually okay. Oh hey, I got a heat map. Thanks for the heat map, whoever gave this to me. Delicious. Okay. Flaming Hails, welcome in. Hello everyone. Hi Flaming Hails. That's why I always use a timer with the oven. Yeah, definitely use a timer for reminding you about food. Alright guys, that was the first playthrough. We are now going to attempt the second playthrough. Let's do everything differently. Now that I know what's going on, I'm going to have Amy be more assertive. Maybe less clumsy, if I can. And we'll go with that. Here we go! And also, if you guys joined in the middle of the stream earlier, you can now skip previously viewed scenes. All right, cool. So that's tab. Okay. Also, if you missed parts of it earlier, I'll play a little bit of the intro and kind of let people catch back up if they wanted to see like some of the basic scenes. So. I'm back from lunch. Is the game done? Yes, we've beaten the game once. We are now playing through a second time. We can skip scenes, but this first scene, actually, now that we know what happens, there's a lot more color to it.
Space is sterile.
Did you get blood samples for Kensington's research project?
Mm-hmm.
Nice work, Dr. Wakefield.
So another drone.
Yeah, they dropped nerve agent on their apartment block. A woman was coming home from the shops. The boy was playing with a soccer ball.
What, you mean a football?
It's okay. At least I don't know the ending. Spoilers. Obi-Wan says, yeah.
Hi.
You'll see a different ending. I'm going for a different ending this time, Obi-Wan.
Hello.
No spoilers for me yet. Yep. So apparently there are 9 different endings according to the stats screen at the end.
Hurt me?
Okay, I'm gonna be lighthearted. I was serious last time, so.
I'm team doctor. You got injured, but I'll have you back playing football very soon. Okay?
Oh, that's such a lie.
Reese, I need to administer atropine.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to restock the vials.
Supply tent now!
And now we know who Reese is.
It's okay. Tell him, it's okay. Atropine injections worked on everyone I treated in Syria. Okay? You're alright. You're alright. What's your name?
Dima, we're not safe here. The Supreme Leader ordered this attack.
We're here to help you.
He's trying to kill us. Both of us will stand against him.
Oh, but this explains
Tell me,
a lot now.
will this chemical ruin my life?
We're treating you early, so you've got a great chance of survival.
I listen to liars every day. You are not a good one.
Oh man. I'm getting very bad opinion of me already.
Look at me.
Secret says, wait, they're doing research with Kensington already? So this is already human rights violation. So yeah, Seeker of Weird. This was the initial scene at the beginning of the game, and but we didn't understand where it came from. So it wasn't like later in the. It was actually like back in time. So it was like a. So we see this scene, and then we jump to the main storyline, which happens later. Don't worry, you're just going through what I saw in Syria. Pretty grim for pep talks. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I made the one decision last, so I'm gonna have to save the other one. Oh my god, my mouse cannot... Okay, wait. Alright, I'll just use keyboard. My mouse got stuck for a second. Okay, keyboard works. So I saved Dima last time, and if anybody was paying attention, there was that little dialogue tidbit for later, but that was it. No, I thought that she started working for Kensington after all of this, but she said something about getting blood for Kensington's research. Yeah, I think this is working under Kensington, whether directly or indirectly.
Reese,
So-
how do I save them both? Reese! Reese.
Eklund says, remind me never to get an injection from an actor. Yeah. Agreed. Oh, so my head was in the way, but it said 5 years later. So it was 5 years jump.
We stand on the precipice of history. I'm Dr. Amy Tennant, and I'm here on behalf of the visionary Natalie Kensington to inform you how your investments have made that possible. Firstly, we've been using your billions for the greater good. The Kensington Corporation's relationship with Kindar has flourished since the resolution of its civil war. Our teams have been working on development projects with some of the country's top scientists.
That whole scene didn't
Natalie
scream,
has
we
even
had a
developed
medical
an internship
consultant.
program for some of the country's brightest
Agreed.
minds. In fact, some of our Kindarian interns are here with us today.
Oh-wee. Is Kindar still a totalitarian state? Human rights violations and all that shit?
Alright, last time we dismissed, so this time we're going to engage.
Kindar is at peace, but your concern is understandable. May I continue my presentation?
I'm just saying, it's bad PR for us to associate with Kensington if she's dealing with a dictator.
Well, as you've seen, that's simply not the case.
Why is there so much research happening out there? It's a fucking waste of our money and resources.
Kindar is a former British colony, and we're all here trying to help it recover. Seems like good philanthropic PR to me.
And it's a tax haven.
Go on.
Okay, so that gave us more clues about like the foreshadowing, but then like it also so in the last one he got escorted out, but he did not get escorted out, so he just let me continue. There's Claire.
Now, the real reason you're here. The Kensington Complex.
No medical consultant, no plumbing consultant, or structural engineering consultant.
Our
That's right, Seeker.
impenetrable
Weird.
HQ of
That's
laboratories
absolutely
built
right.
bespoke to Natalie's specifications by the world-renowned Parker Kaplani. Deep within the complex is Security Lab Alpha, a womb of scientific advancement. There, we have something remarkable in development.
I also feel like
I'm
Amy
sure
doesn't
all of
like
the newsfeeds have told you that Gordon Grosvenor's
emotionally
expedition to
react
Mars
to the
is becoming a
situations
reality. Yes, the first
like
person
a
set
normal
foot on
person
Mars will be
would.
British
It feels
if
like she's
we can
acting.
hurdle the final obstacle together.
It also feels like they never met an architect, says Seeker. Yeah. Is this really what the inside of a train looks like?
Are you okay? Yeah, rough night. Don't do drugs, Kay.
We can't fit a hospital on a 10-ton Mars lander. How do we get around this? Nanocells. Stem cells interwoven with nanotech. Once inside a host, they migrate to the site of injury. There, they regrow bone and generate extra blood to help catalyze the healing process. Tiny magic bullets.
Actually, this makes so when I first heard the line, don't do drugs, Kay.
What's your problem?
I was like, but now that we know her personality, all this makes a lot of sense now.
This is, of course, just a mock-up. The real nanocells are still in development and securely
I see.
back at the
Seeker
complex,
says,
but
oh yeah, also feels like they
once
never
they're
met a
ready,
scientist or a drug
we
addict.
can begin regulated human trials.
Oh, yeah.
Having treated victims of chemical attacks all over the world, I know that nanocells could be miracles.
I mean, round 2 is effectively just Mystery Science Theater chat over this game, right? That's basically... So I almost feel like she effectively projectiled. So like if any of these people got the blood on them... Okay, last time I left, I think this time I need to stay and answer questions.
Amy, you're needed urgently.
Hang on. I have some serious concerns about this.
Likewise. Before my employer invests any more capital, she wants some answers.
Amy, it really can't wait.
Field more questions.
We need to get you to the car now.
Yes, absolutely. What are your questions?
What's the catch of this miracle tech? You've made it in a lab, so is it radioactive or what?
What about privacy laws? Are they trackable?
Don't worry, we're talking about genetic reprogramming here, so nothing artificial
Don't
or unnatural
worry.
would ever go into our consumers' bodies.
Great marketing.
Amy, please, we need you now.
Alright, let's go. Alright.
It's an emergency.
Part of your reaction about her responses?
go,
Yeah, she
but
has an
please
expressive face,
stay
but her
and
voice is
enjoy
extremely
the
flat.
wonderful
Yeah, that's
hospitality.
right. Can we vote on the one who is videotaping her instead of calling for help for her as a potential infection victim? Yeah. Pun intended. Lol, don't worry. We're talking about genetic
She
programming.
has other alarming symptoms, we've been told. Naturally,
This
everyone's
is-
trying
yeah.
terrorism.
I don't know.
Suicide bomber with a malfunctioning
Alright, so let's see. Last time I sent the drone. This time we'll go ambulance. And we'll see what happens.
Thank God you're here. This is beyond our remit.
Let's see. Blood got on the seat across from her. Yeah, the floor, the seat, and then her hands, everything she
Excellent
touched.
I'll examine her back at the complex.
And we were waiting on your word before moving her. A single-person drone or ground ambulance.
The drone will get her there faster.
But it's more dangerous. If it crashes, then whatever's inside her, it gets out into the public.
It won't crash, it's Kensington Tech. Use the drone, Amy.
I did last time. Ambulance. So, that's funny because I don't think, did they urge me to use the drone that strongly last time?
Ground.
Because I don't feel like that happened last time.
This is a mistake.
Trust me, I've dealt with this type of madness before. Easy, guys.
Maybe all these things just make this lady dislike you. Maybe. Oh, we're getting gassed!
Stop driving!
Okay, there's a new scene. I'm not skipping any of this.
Help! Please! Please!
Is this like a the end game over? Let's start over? That's what some of the old choose your own adventure. Find the hidden ending? Guys! I found the hidden ending! Did I call that or what? Oh my god. Wow, ambulance death trap. I found a second ending today, guys. Alright, that was so short. Wait, who would want to kill her there? I mean, I don't know, but this lends itself to being like the... Oh my god. That was so funny, actually. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know if we would ever find that out. So, anyway. Alright, well, new game. We're gonna skip some stuff because we just literally just watched all that, so... let me see. Can I tab here? Okay, let's be serious here. It must be a combination of fielding more questions and ambulance. That could be it, yeah.
And you'll live. Understand?
You had left before, so she didn't impress the drone.
Reese, I need to.
Oh, she might have been pissed because I took
Supply tent
some more
now.
time, perhaps.
It's okay. Tell him, it's okay. Atropine injections worked on everyone I treated in Syria. Okay?
The assistant has it out for you. I mean, we know that the assistant is like potentially the new mastermind, right?
Dima. We're not safe here. The Supreme Leader ordered this tech.
We're here to help you.
He's trying to kill us.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna skip. Realistic.
Doctor.
Okay, and then
It's very serious. You're in the best possible hands, I promise.
Honesty. It's very nice to hear it for once. Thank you.
okay, and now we're gonna skip to who.
I need to save my baby.
I get to give the injection to. Alright, I need to save Talo, because I want to know what story thing happens at the end if I save Talo. Because I know what happens if I save Dima.
Talo, give me your arm. Talo, please. You have to trust me, okay? This will save your life. Talo!
What? That did not happen before.
Reese, how do I save them? Reese? Reese?
I wonder if there's an RNG thing, or if literally interacting with them a certain way makes that happen. Because I was able to give him the injection the last time. But the assistant also wants the nanocells extracted and further developed. Yes, which requires Amy to work on the tech. Yeah. Oh, maybe I couldn't skip it because that's technically a new scene. Because I hadn't seen it before.
We stand on the precipice of history.
Wait, so let me tab now. Okay. Let me engage so we keep him in the room.
Kindar is at peace, but your concern is understandable. May I
Wow,
continue my
okay.
presentation?
I'm just saying, it's bad PR for us to.
So maybe I had to tell Talos initially
Well, as you've seen,
that
that's simply
it wasn't
not
gonna
the
hurt.
case.
Why?
And
is
then I
there
can
so
give him
much
the injection.
research happening out there?
Wow, okay.
It's a fucking waste of our money and resources.
Kindar is the Kensington complex.
Now she's going to introduce the Kensington complex.
Amy,
Okay.
I really can't wait.
All right, let's go.
Get to the car now. It's an emergency.
I have to go, but please stay and enjoy the wonderful hospitality. Let's go.
I'm kind of curious.
We need to get you on the scene immediately.
The scene?
You could ignore her when she didn't trust you. This time she trusted you and you went to
It's already
Talo,
gone
so the
viral.
game punished you. Oh.
I'm ruling out food poisoning.
She has other alarming symptoms, we've been told. Naturally, everyone's crying.
Thanks for that heat map.
A
For-
suicide bomber with a malfunctioning bioweapon.
We need to get her to the complex.
Okay,
That's
why
my
is this
read
our
anyway.
problem?
Okay, yeah.
Because she's one of our interns.
Oh.
Thank God you're here. This is beyond our remit.
Excellent quarantine work.
What happens if I choose
I'll stand right
ambulance
back in the
now?
complex.
And we were waiting on your word before moving her. A single-person drone or ground ambulance.
The drone will get her there faster.
But it's more dangerous. If it crashes,
Okay.
then whatever's inside her, it gets out. into
I
the
feel
public.
like...
It won't crash, it's Kensington Tech. Use the
Alright,
drone.
let's just
Amy.
use the drone. I almost feel like that's gotta be... It'll just lead to the same ending.
Drone, don't fuck it up.
Eklund says, live dangerously, go for the
So,
gassing ambulance.
What else do we know about her?
I may go back and try
Let's
that
get back to the
later.
complex.
Maybe off stream, but... Alright, so assuming that we do the full length of the story, this will probably be the last playthrough for the night. It's actually kind of fortuitous that we got the quick ending in between. I was like, what? No way! Okay, so now that we know that there's security protocols and stuff, we can watch a little bit better. scrutinize their security.
Buddies of a renegade.
Well, the prospect of losing a friend in a strange country, I can empathise with that. Today we need all your field experience, Amy.
Time to roll back the years.
You can say that again.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's been a while, Dr. Whitfield. You got here fast.
Well, there weren't any blood-vomiting ladies on my tube line. Reese Wakefield. Hug.
Let's walk and talk.
Okay, the hug line makes a lot more sense now. Eklund says, at some point in these games, I just like to a branching map rather than just have to play it 9 times.
Was it her? So, do we have a name yet?
Claire Mahek, she's one of us.
Inside
Yeah.
job.
No, she must be
I don't think
acting
I'll be
well.
playing
Why
it
would she
9
be too?
Well,
times,
offer getaway car services,
I definitely want to
so-
see a few of the other endings eventually. So
Look, if we consider the hysteria might actually be valid.
What, terrorism? I highly doubt it.
Perceptive as ever.
Amy, look, I promise I didn't know you still worked here. If I did, I would have...
Stayed away? Yeah, I'm sure.
Look.
Why are you skydiving? Or bungee jumping? Or whatever it is that you were up to?
Because I'm passing through London. I checked my Twitter feed this morning, saw something I could help with. Plus, Kensington wants my expertise again.
Well, she already has my expertise.
I'm not disputing that, nor am I apologising for the skydiving. Guy's got to live.
he seems douchier this time than last time.
And if you could come back and let me know your decisions. Okay, thank you.
You didn't want to run this by me?
2 lifesavers are better than 1.
Reese Wakefield is a deserter.
I know he's let us down in the past, but people change. Emily did due diligence too. Come on.
Come on.
Hey, guys, can I just have 5 minutes?
That was the same dialogue as last time for him, though. Oh, okay. All right.
The gents.
All right. We're just gonna follow
Can
Natalie.
we go, please?
Still hides behind bravado when the stakes are high.
I fear they're higher than we know.
See, Eklund says, how did Emily do anything in between taking Amy to the scene and coming back with her? That's a good question.
From your assistants down in Security Lab Alpha.
You should see the other guy.
Security Lab Alpha.
Nat, is this my tech?
Yes.
How? I mean, nothing leaves or enters the lab without us knowing about it.
Emily and I will get to the bottom of that. You just get the nanocells, otherwise our life's work's gone.
All of the nanocells are inside of her?
It was a master batch. No duplicates were made.
And now we know that's a lie, so...
Woo! Oh my god, you guys are serious about your fashion.
Yeah, no more frumpy hazmat.
Alright, last time we didn't change in front of
Precious
him. We can change in front of him this time.
Alright.
If nothing, and maybe just to assert dominance, right? Also now knowing that they used to be a couple. Eklund says, why didn't
changing
Natalie take
facilities within
a
the
few of the
Congo?
duplicates to her own safe storage? You know, that's a great question. Assert dominance by showing your ass. I mean, I don't know. Sneak a peek at Reese? No, just don't. I suppose sneaking a peek might increase our relationship with him, percentage or whatever. Alright.
We're going into space.
Okay, so no can connected by the wire. I don't see a wire.
Vacuum conditions active.
Something like that.
There's got to be speakers in there, because otherwise they wouldn't have
This
been able to hear.
vacuum acts as the last line of defense to prevent microbes from escaping the lab. The lack of air makes it
Oh,
so
Maliku,
volatile.
you weren't here earlier for this scene. This scene is ridiculous. We had a lot to riff on.
Barriers.
It is literally what our closest revolutionary ancestors do. Assert dominance with their ass. Yeah. Alright, we're going to engage with him this time.
4 years last Wednesday.
Oh, no. That's what I did last.
Been that long.
Okay.
Just thinking about some of the
Whoops,
stuff
sorry. I
before.
should have said ignore.
I saw a whole other year's worth after you left.
It wasn't just skydiving. I needed a reset. Try new things.
Learn anything that could help us
You only
today?
need to protect the lab from one direction after all.
Vacuum conditions inactive.
I feel like that could be confusing wording. Such impressive effect shots. Much wow. So, we were complaining because it's like they dedicated an entire vacuum chamber. It vacuums really fast, and yet there's going to be a lot of things here that defy like hygienic common sense.
Let me take you to her.
He pointed out ponytail.
Feels like we're at the centre of those dolls that go inside each other.
Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah. Russian, aren't they? So what's your story then, Malkin?
Wanted to assist Dr. Tennant since I saw a talk at the Plains Summit about the extracellular matrix and lattice in stem cells.
Wait, so there are other parties at play? The ones trying to stop the research and the ones trying to finish it? I mean, it seems like there could be more. Like, certain people died before we possibly got a chance to...
We've never seen anything like it.
I have a sample of her blood under the microscope.
Guys, this is my tech. The nanocells are inside her. But they're unfinished. There's no off switch, so they're just coursing through her body, producing excess bone and blood.
Yeah,
But how
like
could you
Amy was meant to open the box and not Dr. North, and someone killed you in the ambulance too. Oh yeah, that's true.
They're exposed to air, and she didn't have the authorization to access them. Someone's put them in her.
Oh yeah, so maybe the Russians wanted to kill us in the ambulance. That would make sense.
No. Leave it in, Claire. You need it.
Feels fucking weird.
You a terrorist?
Be a terrible one if I was. I did this for Mina.
What's Mina?
Terrorist organisation.
Will you stop that, please?
Look, how many times have we seen a lone wolf release pathogens into the air?
Nanocells aren't airborne. They can only be transferred via blood-to-blood contact.
Oh yeah, the logistics of a giant vacuum tunnel get more and more ridiculous with the scrutiny. But also, did you think big, long, dark tunnels scary? I mean,
TV off.
in this case, it wasn't, but...
Tell me you can retrieve our nanocells.
Not directly. We'd need to extract a large blood sample to keep them active. From there, I'll use that as a roadmap to recreate the master batch.
Mark Rides, welcome in. Is this a cross between Hell's Kitchen and sci-fi where they all dress like chefs? Mark Rides, welcome in. How's it going? No, this is a... This is a sci-fi, like, choose your own adventure movie experience. We actually went through the whole thing once, and then we got a short ending the second time. This is our third time through tonight, and
Okay.
yeah, so...
Amy, we're going to have to go for the option where we retain our asset.
But we're learning new information each playthrough, so... Eklund says she's a good scientist that she didn't keep records of how she made them in the first place. I mean, yeah, that bothers the hell out of me. Like, no logs, no
There has
I
to be a
mean,
way to get the nanocells out of her
no
safely.
duplicates that we didn't know of at this point, but like we now know that
Dr.
there were.
Wakefield, please replace her IV. I can't risk any outside contamination.
Sure thing.
This,
Dr. Tennant.
the setting of the lab does look like the new Dropout show, Gastronauts. Yeah, actually earlier we were also saying that this is basically Among Us. Like Among Us is going to occur.
Need to replace this, okay? Don't bite me. Whoa! Shit, sorry. Rusty.
Mark Wright says, I feel like you need a house in this game. Hugh Laurie needs to step in and be like, really, you want to, this can someone tell me why the bleep you want to do this? Comedy cooking show with the retro sci-fi styling. Yeah. Iron biologist.
Who delivered this crate?
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a choice here soon.
Well, it's in the way. It needs
There's gonna be a lot of choices, so we're gonna send Dr. Malkin.
Dr. Malkin, can you move this crate for me, please?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Maybe that was a bad choice, because if he was the one who planted it.
Dr. North! Dr. North!
Oh, this is how. Interesting.
I'm sorry, my shoulder's playing up. Do you mind? Cheers.
Don't do it, Dr. North.
Dr. North?
It's not personal.
Alright, warning for a knife wound soon, so for anybody who gets queasy. I saw this the first time through, but there we go. Okay, knife wound is over, but it is still like people are still. Alright, let's attend to Reese because
I already told you to
She's gone.
we checked on Dr. North last. Alstro Art says, "Don't do it, Dr. North, it's a trap!" Seeker of Weird. Did he poke himself or just got blood on himself and then touched the wound after? No, says Alstro. Yeah, so he
I knew
did
there was
not.
something off about Malkin.
So Reese didn't poke
Scientist with a
himself.
fucking
He just was
ponytail.
bad about using the syringe and got some blood on his glove.
Ah!
So we can presume that it was on the outside of the glove, but then when this attack occurs, that's the glove hand that then touches the wound. So that's how.
I'm currently the safest person in this room.
I would like to know if you can get someone else to move that crate.
Detecting the poison.
Yeah, that's a good question, because I chose Amy last time, and then I chose Malkin that time. And I assume if I just choose Dr. North, the
Natalie
same
Kensington.
thing will happen. So the only other choice I have is Reese.
Emily, where's Natalie? There's been an incident in the lab.
Whoever moves the crate seems to get gassed.
I need Natalie on the line right now. I don't care who she's with.
Yeah, okay, she's in her office. I'll call you right back. End call.
First things first, let's get this cleaned up.
Let's see. I missed a couple. I still don't understand how he pokes himself. Oh yeah, he practiced field medicine. Oh yeah, no, he didn't poke himself. Yeah. I don't know, Eklund. Every doctor who has ever given me a shot has their palm right next to the needle.
Well, that needs to come out one way or another.
Kensington could have at least left us some of her expenses.
That is not necessarily true. It depends on how bad the bleeding is. Alright, we're gonna tell a joke because the last time we slapped him.
What does the sign say on an out-of-business brothel? Beat it, we're close.
Tell a joke. Okay, alright. I don't know which was funnier. They were both funny. No, Dr. North always gets gassed. Yeah, that might be the case. What if we don't move the crate? Oh, if we don't attempt to move the crate, there's the furthest one to the left is the default, and the default on that one is Dr. North. So either she volunteers or gets told to do it. Yeah, that's probably the case. All right, last time we searched for disinfectant. Let's just rinse with water. Do we touch the wound?
I'll clean it properly when we get up here.
Hey, whatever happened to that kid that joined us in Myanmar? You know, he had a massive crush on you.
Paul.
Pervy Paul. How long did he stay after I left? What? No.
Just leave it.
Ooh, Paul didn't leave it. How long? Still?
No, not anymore.
Thank you for the transporter. Mark rides. What if we get Scotty to move the crate? That would be ideal. That would be the best thing to do. To be fair, if we had Scotty,
Look,
we could probably...
way out of his league, but she's also very resourceful.
If we had Scotty, we... Oh, hold on. Antagonistic, okay. That was a new decision.
You want to know the truth? He thought that I was still in love with you.
Really? Is that...
No, it used to be true. But then I realized how lucky I was to be with a good man like Paul. But by that time, it was too late, and I lost the best thing that ever happened to me because of childish.
Oof. Let's see. Pretty sure North Volunteers... Okay, yeah. If you had Scotty, maybe you could get rid of the nanocells. Yeah, first of all, if we had transporter technology, we could probably beam nanocells out.
Thanks for saving my life.
Scotty could save us 50 minutes of this game at various points. Yeah, for sure. Scotty could like beam them out of the, the lab. Scotty could beam the intruders away from the void. I mean,
what the hell is that?
Scotty could have beamed Claire initially. I don't know.
Is there any security cameras we can check?
On the computer, but I don't know how my assistants did that.
All right, would you mind? Thank you.
I love how he just randomly taps that panel on the right, and I have no idea what's on it. Welcome in, Durkee Blaine. How's it going? Hey. Briefly popping in, dozed off super early, and now getting ready for actual bed. All right, Durkee Blaine. Well, thanks for hopping in. I'm just playing a game today. This is actually our third time through. Our second time was short. Our first time was a full playthrough of the movie.
Shit, they've deactivated the vacuum.
Let's see. Seeker says, well, now we know why he isn't in this. Yeah, no conflict when he's around. Yeah.
Security walls, eh?
Yeah, who could get angry at Montgomery Scott? He's such a jovial fella. He would certainly offer Reese whiskey.
They would need unprecedented access to our security systems to be doing this.
They're her dumb cavalry. Look, they're Kandarian too. I knew you were part of something bigger.
Lump us all together because they have the same features. Big eyes and big lips too. The divisions in my country are complex. Those bunch are not from my team.
And now they're fucking with us. Answer call.
Amy, what's going on down there?
You've been infiltrated, Kensington. Dr. Malkin was a plant. Thanks to him, Dr. North is dead, and so are my dreams of becoming a professional footballer.
But you killed Malkin.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Emily checked security footage from the lab.
I mean, does privacy even exist around here?
There are 3 masked intruders in the void, and they're armed.
They've deactivated the vacuum and bypassed the security wall.
I'm still alive. Make sure she knows that.
Biosecurity is still enabled, so you are safe no matter what.
Well, unless they open the door.
She's making claims that she can't promise.
I'll get into this intruder situation.
Oh, well, not that I'm not grateful, but why is lockdown mode still active?
The poison from the acid bomb has dissipated and the bioprotector is containing Claire's infection.
It must be detecting something else. The safety of London is paramount. We can't risk a bug getting into the city. Amy, you need to extract Claire's blood, especially if the intruders have come for her. The nanocells cannot fall into the wrong hands.
Well, there's an easy way to prevent that.
We smoke Claire.
No!
End call. Wow. Still.
Assert dominance.
She's responsible for this.
That makes no sense. We're her only hope at retrieving the nanocells.
Yeah, she's going to let us extract the nanocells and then kill us by gunfire.
Wow. Leak much?
All right, look, Parker Kaplani designed this lab, right? Do you think he built an escape route, a back door, anything?
I don't know. We'd have to ask him ourselves.
Eklund one says,
What
it's
now,
our security
Claire?
system, but we have no idea what it's detecting. Yeah.
Glad that she mentions it.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one?
Enough with the Natalie theories.
Remember those new skills I was telling you about? Well, advanced computing is one of them. Programming, coding.
Hacking?
I prefer the term unsolicited browsing. Yeah, no, sorry. Hacking is better. Look, I love you two besties, but I find Natalie a bit... Yeah. Let's access her camera. Give it a little listen.
This is how scientists get killed, you know. Where did you learn to do this?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
You know, if only he just said, like, YouTube.
Look, if she's got nothing to hide, what's the issue? We're in this together.
And don't get me started on two doctors not being able to tell if someone is deceased. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let Reese hack in. Come on. Even though I did that last time, but
The three intruders in the void have managed to lock every...
what are we possibly gonna learn if we don't?
Whatever they've done has caused electrical blips throughout the entire building. There are questions.
Have the security idiots announce an upgrade gone awry? No one can think this Claire situation's any more serious than it already is.
This seems planned, Natalie.
Adam, welcome in. How's it
Emily,
going, Adam?
Please. Two people
Thanks
are
for
trapped
hopping
in
in.
that lab with our prized asset. They are our priority.
As you can see, I'm
Announce
playing a
the
game
security
today. It looks like a
upgrade.
movie, but it's like a choose your own adventure movie game.
I clear the airways in case she calls.
Who could the traders be working for?
Let's ask the original.
Claire,
Amy,
what do you and your friends want?
I'm not an espionage mastermind. They aren't with me.
So how did all the nanocells end up inside you?
Is it not totally obvious?
You should listen to Professor Xavier over there.
About what?
Kensington.
So she put them in you?
No. Not me.
I still feel like I should give her morphine. I said I was going to do everything differently, but I feel like that's unusually cruel. Also, if she's suffering, she can't talk to us and give us information, so...
Thank you. Seriously.
How long have you been at the complex?
A year. We've always had passing conversations on higher floors, but I don't think you remember. I always wanted to work in this lab with you.
Well, here we are. Claire, come on. Just tell me what's happening so that I can help you.
I got them all. Mina.
Who's Mina? Claire.
She's about as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Alright, we're gonna answer.
More cryptic bullshit.
Because I want to see if we can increase our relationship with Parker.
They sabotage the system and have electronically barricaded themselves in the void.
Yeah. Tell us something we don't know, please.
How are they bypassing our security system so easily?
Kensington Corporation's stock plummets amidst...
Rescue plans are being made.
Well, have you contacted Parker Kaplani? He designed the lab. He'll know how to get us out of here.
We've been trying, but he could be anywhere on the planet right now.
Parker has no compunctions about who he builds labs for, as long as he pays court.
Excuse me.
Emily, wait. Please. Give us something. Help us.
Dr. Malkin, the three intruders in the void, Claire, they all infiltrated the complex expertly.
Another country in the space race, or?
Possibly. Well, they might be trying to steal the nanocells, or destroy them.
All of the above.
I'm going to move heaven and earth to try and get hold of Parker.
Thank you, Emily.
End call.
Whatever they're doing up there, we need to come up with some ideas of our own.
Is there anything else you can do in the computer system?
I can hack the communication lines, get in touch with Parker Kaplani myself.
Okay, awesome. You do that. I'm gonna look for a way out of here. Are you okay?
I think the air's getting stale down here.
No, that's impossible. Even in lockdown mode, there's always a steady supply of oxygen.
So I know that she made that claim in the last run through, and like they're like, oh, vents, but like it isn't a steady supply of oxygen, it's just air, which is mostly nitrogen. But unless they were feeding oxygen specifically.
Something?
Welcome back, Sleeping Beauty. I need something to get me past that vent cover.
Okay, we're gonna do it delicately this time. I swear, if Amy gets hurt again, then she was not meant to do anything. Okay, Eklund says, it tracks that Parker didn't give them blueprints and instruction manual for the lab, since they don't keep records for their nanocells. I guess that's true. But it's also that Parker had a copy of the blueprints for this facility on him, so they obviously exist.
Taller.
If she stands on a rolling chair
Amy,
again.
do you need a hand?
Okay,
Even
good.
with one
She
leg,
asked for help.
Wakefield is the MVP.
Most vanishing person?
Why this?
No,
Why so many
sorry,
magic
broken wind.
references? They said vanishing. Also, most likely Parker spent years working on this project. He would remember. Yeah. Okay.
How you doing?
Good, yeah.
Yeah? Is it loosen up?
Yeah.
Nice work, Tenant.
All right, this is different.
You going in or not?
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, after 3. 1, 2, 3.
If we game over because of like a huge fan or something, I'm gonna table flip. All right. Secret of Weird says, turns out this is the crazy Asian version of the game, and everything is referencing magic just for you. No. No way.
Reese, the vent continues behind the oxygen tank.
Oh.
We passed it.
Okay. Well, that explains the oxygen.
One way to find out.
Proceed with caution. Let's not be stupid about it. What? If that really was like an infrared laser, though, she would not be able to see it, especially in dark conditions. But then also, if it's actually a laser that can do damage, why is it near the oxygen supply?
Made it.
That's excellent news. I thought you were going to get stuck.
Eklund says, that little tank is their oxygen supply? I know, right? That would last maybe 20 minutes? Maybe? Why is there an oxygen tank in the vent? All sorts of questions. Find the evidence. Oh no, I got cut. But, what I'd find. I got an achievement, but I don't understand what we found yet. Oh, this is the lab and all of the vials of everything. It's the secret extra nanocells, says Astro Art. Yeah, the smashed up duplicate room. Yeah, we saw this. That's right. Also, where are the intruders? The intruders are in that big vacuum tube, and they're trying to work their way because apparently there's a lot of doors.
Cute, notching wounds. I mean, mine is slightly more impressive.
Mine put both of yours to shame.
Oh, okay. So he helped.
So anything else of note?
So she got cut. Okay. This makes more sense because there's no way she would have gotten this injury falling off of the chair with the microscope. Okay, so this. Okay. Obviously, it only worked one way. That scene. Yep. So here are the intruders in the vacuum tube.
There's only one wall left between them and the lab door.
Please tell me you got hold of Parker.
Negative. I got hold of the CCTV footage from the past 24 hours.
Okay. Sift through it, see if there's anything helpful.
Roger that. Fucking sneaky bastard.
Wait. Claire got access to the lab?
Is that your master batch?
How did she get that level of clearance on her ID card?
So now we know how she got that level of clearance,
Wait, you
but
injected yourself. Why didn't the lab shut down?
The nanocells need time to diffuse in the bloodstream.
I was able to get out of the complex before feeling the effects.
What the fuck is she doing in the storeroom?
I destroyed all the duplicate nanocells too.
What? I didn't authorize any duplicates to be made.
So you were just stealing the master batch
so
from
when we
employees
were
to
in the
replicate?
room, we didn't
Who?
take a
Who was
good
it? Was
look,
it the
did we?
Russians?
No, I was heading to MI6.
Oh, fucking impeccable timing as always.
MI6? Why were you taking them there, Claire?
Eklund says she missed a few dozen that went under the bench. I mean, yeah, I don't feel like she was that thorough.
We got a hold of Parker.
Half true. I was already en route. I get alerted every time shit hits the fan in one of my labs.
We also have the identities of the 3 intruders. Sending them through.
These guys.
They're from last year's batch of Kindarian interns.
Sleepers, like Malkin.
Yeah. Guys. There's one security wall between them and us. What have you got?
What are our best options, Parker?
I need 10 more minutes to study these blueprints.
See, they had
That
access to
lab
the
was built
blueprints.
to contain world-altering alchemy. So excuse me if backdoors weren't part of my thinking.
Amy.
End call.
Reese.
What? Do you want to listen to a fucking bullshit about nanocells again?
Parker seems just really like a horrible designer, because like you would have needed to think about these things. I don't know. Wait, are those people from the hallway by the bathroom?
Look,
What do you mean?
I didn't want to hand this over. It's not meant for you.
Okay, well, Malhaku says, well, I can't last late into the night like I used to. I'm off to bed. Good to see you. And nice hanging out with you all. All right, Malhaku. Have a good night. Good seeing you. Take care. We'll talk to you later. I know Malhaku in real life, guys. The intruders, I think we saw them when Reese went to the bathroom at the beginning. Oh! Really? Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that next time. Not tonight, but... not to mention a corporation should have evacuation plans and backup plans and binders full of plans. Absolutely, Eklund. I agree. Or good designer back door, just second front door in for intruders.
Really late.
Yeah, Mark rides. Agree.
Go on.
Okay, last time we watched Picnic first, so we'll watch Kensington first and then Picnic. Presuming we get the choice to watch them both, but
2 files.
maybe something different will happen if I change the order or if we get stopped
Which one do you want
after
to watch?
watching one or something.
If this gets out, we'll be answering to the UN.
Kensington, Ma. What's the problem? We quashed uprising villages, and you got human trials to assess your technology. To burn one stone.
3 whole villages.
Your scientists need not know how the data was acquired. The Supreme Leader is a man of discretion. We trust you are the same.
Most certainly.
Make sure of it, or we will.
I think my mind's thinking the same thing as yours, so do you really want to watch the other video?
Please.
Sure?
Look, look. You've forgotten the wine but remembered your phone. Typical.
Nina's mad at me these days. Well, I'm sorry I forgot the wine, okay?
Yeah.
Brought onion bhajis, egg mayo, tomatoes.
Claire takes too many selfies in London.
Not that much. Look, I'm showing the surroundings. Look how pretty this grass is. Come on, let's take a picture. Look at the camera. Smile.
Seeker of Weird says, yeah, right, they have that conversation in the open with so many people and get recorded. Yeah, absolutely. The Kensington, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't a very discreet conversation, was it? Now that you mention it, Seeker, that's right.
You see, the Kandarian government, Natalie Kensington,
Experimented with your nanocells on my people, my village, my parents, my sister Mina. They're all killed for opposing the dictatorship.
Natalie was making duplicates of the master badge behind my back. My tech killed people.
And you were taking all the evidence from MI6 in that USB and in your veins.
Now the Supreme Leader has activated a sleeper cell in the complex to cover his tracks.
Yeah, not to mention Natalie's. Why didn't you tell us this before?
I didn't trust you.
I just realized that Amy didn't respond in a sympathetic way. Alright, we're gonna answer the call.
Reject call.
What?
Amy, we need to take a minute and think about it, okay?
So that was always scripted. That's what was going to happen.
I know a rash decision when I see one.
You're not going to expose Natalie after what you've just seen.
We need to deal with our current predicament. Plus, I really need the toilet again. Would you believe this isn't the weirdest place I've taken a shit?
Do you need me to stay and help you?
No, you're fine, you're spared.
I'll be sitting outside.
Okay.
Eklund says, if they knew the cells weren't done, what data were they gathering? Just by putting it in people, especially if the developers didn't even get useful data to improve the cells?
Never thought I'd have to answer that question.
Yeah.
No, you do the right thing, you always do.
I don't know what data gathering
A habit I wish I had.
seems like it was useless, or they didn't feed it back. I don't know. No feedback loop.
Why'd you leave, Ree?
The absurdity. Not knowing whether...
Saving someone was the right thing to do if it condemned them to a life of pain.
It's too much for me.
Coward isn't the man for you anyway.
That wasn't your call to make. We were a team.
Hindsight's a bitch, eh? Heard of Mr. Cracking Fortnite in Eritrea.
Where can I sign up for this?
Guess what? Your unfinished cells kill people en masse. Just an FYI without a confirm. Okay, I think ignore right now.
You said enough, Claire.
Tenant, I am finished and decent. You may remove me from my throne.
Did they make it inside?
They're going to shoot their way in.
Their bullets won't dent these doors. They were built to withstand much more than that.
You,
The
Reese,
void's
wash your
last preserved
hands.
mechanism is the kicker. When it detects a rogue pathogen, it generates a white heat flash to eliminate the thread.
Or do you think that toilet has a bidet? I mean, look, we saw the toilet get destroyed, and I don't think I saw a bidet.
She's hardwired in already. We are fucking fucked.
Answer Paul. Guys, they're nearly inside, and we know why they're here.
Parker, what options have we got?
Enough! While Parker was accessing the lab security mainframe for bypasses, we saw records of who gained entry in the last 24 hours.
Claire entered using someone else's ID credentials.
Yours, Amy.
What? That's impossible. My ID card is right here.
Amy didn't help me. I snuck into her office and I copied her credentials off the computer.
See, this is the part that bothers me. It's like, if anybody can just create a copy, it's like, they're just like keys, so they're not like...
Have proof. Lots.
Nonsense.
Look, the intruders are Natalie and Kindar's way of making sure that we die with their dirty little secret.
We know that you hack your own security, Natalie.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, your cybersecurity sucks. Even Reese hacked in easily.
Reese has been hacking the system.
He isn't an employee here, is he? What's your story, buddy?
He spent the last few years bouncing between pharma companies around the world. A mercenary. Whose side are you on, Wakefield?
Refocus everyone. Last time I continued accusations.
No, fuck this.
Everyone, calm down.
Eklund says, and making a copy
All
doesn't
I
trigger
know
any
is
security
that if they
alarms?
get
Yeah,
in,
their
the
cybersecurity
nanocells are
really
gone
does suck.
forever.
Yep.
Natalie, please.
Built-in
the traitors.
bidet goes through water
Don't
supply
forestall
lines
them,
to
do
toilet, so
anything.
I'm going to headcanon Reese's clean boy. Okay.
Amelia, regardless of what we think of each other right now, you're one of my closest
We didn't see a waistline either. Oh my god, that's right.
Parker?
So we're trusting these guys now?
Yes, we are.
Can the void jam electronics?
Negative.
Could you reinitialize the vacuum? Two of them aren't wearing helmets.
I can't. They've locked us out.
Reese could. His computer down there is hardwired into the system.
All right.
Okay, talk me through it as fast as you can.
Last time I went to Claire. Let's go to the door. Not only does their cybersecurity suck, their physical security also sucks.
Did Parker tell you how to turn the vacuum back on?
They need better window cleaners for a window in a vacuum. That is that dirty? That is that dirty. Yeah.
Not so smug now, are you?
Alright, it's a little early to be getting a little cocky there, Amy. Alright.
We're not out in the woods yet.
Alright, what? Okay, so every single
Alright,
time
we're still unlocking the
Reese
door,
had
don't
addressed my thought. See, they had time, like they realized they're losing air. They could totally remask now, right?
Come on.
Is this one of those things where checking on something makes it go wrong, but not checking makes you safe? I mean, for the sake of the game, yes. Like, we basically disregarded it last time and we were okay. And we went to see Claire instead. But this time we went to the door, and then like it just accelerated all the door stuff.
Call Natalie Kensington.
You're okay? Answer call. Oh, thank God.
We saw the lab door didn't open. Good work, Wakefield.
It was a close one, Parker.
Thanks for the lead, Natalie. There's still an armed intruder out there. Parker, what else do you have for us?
I could go full 90s internet, unplug the lab, plug it back in. That will kill lockdown mode and the vacuum for 60 seconds. You guys can then escape before everything initializes. Emily has a security team poised to handle the last intruder.
No, that's a shit plan. He's standing right outside the door. A fucking security team of sprinters wouldn't make it down before he wastes us.
He's right, Parker.
It's a calculated risk worth taking.
Okay, well, when could you do this?
Whenever you're
When you get Claire's blood.
Fuck, Natalie.
Yes, I know it will kill her, but she's gonna die anyway. She'd be sacrificing herself to save millions. Think, Amy.
Okay, last time
Over again. This has been our
think I
lives for the
said
past 4 years. We're not the only country trying for
no
nanocells.
deal, but
I'm not a murderer.
so
You're a monster, Kensington.
I'll say deal this
Just
time.
take the blood, Amy.
Time is running out. Deal or no deal?
Or I'll just let time run out, maybe. Unless that affects. Oh, okay, I pressed it. I pressed it right before the timer.
Excellent. Call me when it's done. Good luck. Inkle.
I'm not gonna lie, that decision feels bad.
What else could I say? You were right. Natalie's been lying the whole time. The lab's only in lockdown mode because she ordered it. There's no other chemical threat outside of Claire's bioprotector.
Yeah, there is. Actually.
How?
Should have brushed up on my needle handling.
Yeah, there's the reveal for how he got infected, so.
Look, this is a Mexican standoff we're going to lose.
Obi-Wan says, I haven't seen this bit. Oh, okay, yeah.
Eventually the oxygen will run out, so Parker's crazy plan of opening that door is our only hope.
You've changed your tune. Maybe Natalie will rescue us.
Yeah, you want to bet? All the evidence of her actions in Kindar is down here. The nanocells are our only leverage. Take her blood, however much you need.
I was out a short while. It's 102 F outside and 20% humidity. The low humidity is good. I don't sweat, but it's hot. Yeah, that does sound hot.
I thought you were different.
Claire. Your arm.
Fuck you.
Reason?
Claire. Think beyond yourself here.
Calling me the selfish one. Bitch.
Negotiate?
Look.
I'm trying not to just stab
My
her.
nanocells exist to save people. I exist to save people. I'll make sure that they're used for the right cause, and I'll get justice for you and your family. I promise.
Stop. I've got enough.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't stick it in. That's what she said.
Reese.
Just close the bioprotector. Claire can live to fight another day.
Okay, so that part didn't change.
It's about time I contributed an escape plan.
What?
While Parker was talking me through the vacuum reset, I realized that a full lab reset...
Eklund, they already have an intravenous line in her. You'd think they could have just machine sedate her, like they automatically gave her morphine. Yeah, Eklund, you are absolutely right. We basically gave her morphine by pressing a button earlier. So, Mark Ride. So I was thinking this could be a trick setup. We got the Ace 2 and 3 of Hearts from Castlevania representing the barrier. The king, aka Dracula, could be the intruders, and the scientists could be 3 of the 4 burglars and escape, just as the last door destroyed, combining Castlevania and 4 burglars strike. Yo, Mark writes. That's brilliant.
I'm infected. As soon as I step into the void, that heat flash.
Let me note that.
Lost it.
If I die in here, lockdown mode ends and he gets in. If I die out there, so does he, and you.
A game
have a
theory.
chance. I've been the weak link. It's time to become an asset. Just take Claire, run, and save her.
This is madness. There has to be a way for all of us to survive.
Ever the optimist.
That's what you always loved about her.
My kid might be awake. Oh, she's coughing.
Come on,
No, look, I chose this, okay? That's how you make a life. Every single choice along the way counts.
If Claire doesn't trust you, she probably doesn't volunteer. Yeah. That's probably true. I don't think I had a choice here.
You know, I went back to that beach in Kindar to face it. Tavo and Dima. And I think maybe if I hadn't lost my shit, then we could have saved one of them.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm sorry for leaving you.
Look, I'm infected. I'm touching your cheek. I was gonna kiss you. You were infected.
Get back. didn't your mother ever tell you not to kiss anyone carrying a life-threatening pathogen? I appreciate the sentiment, though. More than you know.
I'm curious how the exit strategy is gonna work out here.
Wait!
What is it, Claire?
Switch places with me, Reese.
Oh, she does
At
volunteer.
this stage, you have a far better chance of surviving than I do. Come on. You have all the evidence against Kensington. Make sure the world sees it.
No, Claire, I'll do it.
Drop it. The bioprotector will stop the lab detecting your infection, and you two can escape.
No. I already got the rekindled romance. We gotta sacrifice Reese. Sorry, Reese.
Come on.
What's your relationship as Seeker? Nah, I'm just making the decision.
No, Claire. You're under our care. It's our duty to do everything we can to save your life.
Please.
Mark Wright says, I was showering. How does he get infected?
Reset the lab, Dr. Wakefield.
Actually, let me... Okay, I was showering. How does he get infected? So, yeah, he gets infected because earlier in the movie, he basically pulls Claire's blood, gets some on his glove, and he's not infected at that point, but when the attack happens, that glove touches his infected leg, or sorry, the wound where his leg... The knife wound in his leg. And so that's how he gets infected. So, let's see. What's your relationship at? Okay, so here's what our relationships are at here. And Claire's is at 45%. So, not so great. Parker doesn't ever seem to move much from 54. Okay, so maybe that's just what it always is, perhaps. So, yeah. Although Emily seems to see us favorably right now for some reason. And Kensington seems to see us favorably now too. So that's interesting. My honesty is very poor though. And my sensitivity is basically nil. 46%. Alright, okay, so this is different. So now we're going to see what happens if Reese makes the sacrifice.
Did you do that, Parker?
No. I'm sitting here.
Chemical threat detected.
Never trouble yourself, Parker. Yeah, Parker just seems very lackadaisical considering the situation.
Heat flash initiated.
Did he wink? He winked right before.
Security Lab Alpha system reset complete.
Nice work, Dr. Wakefield.
All looks good to me.
Yeah. She's going to get the nanocells.
Well done, Amy.
I wouldn't have.
What was that? Nothing?
Three minutes.
Why are you stopping? Just go.
I'm gonna lift your legs, Claire. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, easy. Okay, got it? I'm gonna change back into my clothes too. This lab suit will draw too much attention. to the disabled toilet. They have a fold-up wheelchair. Just stay here.
Have you ever fired a gun before,
Reese tells her to take a submachine gun.
Amy?
More times than I wish. Warzone life.
Ever shot someone?
No. No, it was mainly panic fire, but I know how to pull a trigger. Good enough?
Not really.
At least she's honest.
Whatever happens, don't let Kensington take me again. Please.
I won't
He
let that
did
happen.
just take out the intruders,
I
didn't he?
promise.
Yes, right. But now they're back on. They're outside of the complex, so now she's just, I guess, assuming that any security is going to be antagonistic to her. So,
Emily wasn't bluffing about the security team.
yeah, was not bluffing about that security team. Although, I'm curious as to why they wouldn't stop and question her.
There's a back way up ahead. That's our best bet.
In the first playthrough, Claire died in his place. Yes, correct.
Natalie's office is up there.
Yeah, in the first
She has to
playthrough,
pay for what she's done.
we chose to send Claire, but we had
Yeah, because
probably
the
higher
statement
trust.
really worked it well for you last time.
I'm actually wondering if we allowed Claire to go, and because she didn't trust us, if she would have betrayed us.
What the fuck?
You didn't say the magic word. There goes magic again.
Security footage.
Trickery by Wakefield.
Magic trick.
Yeah, he was. Natalie, step away from the panic button under your desk.
Amy, I can sense you want to negotiate. Claire, are you okay?
Fuck off.
What do you want?
For someone to be accountable for all this.
Raise the stakes.
Whoa.
Amy, what are you doing?
Amy.
Dr. Malkin and the 3 interns were sleepers, activated by the Kandarian government. Claire's actions threatened to expose the human testing their leader allowed Natalie to do on villages that opposed him.
You are making very outlandish claims, Amy.
What makes you think that anyone in this room had anything to do with this?
Only the people here have the power to facilitate that level of infiltration.
You're right. Emily hired Malkin and selected the interns.
What? How can you question my loyalty? I went to Kindar to cover your tracks.
Admit it. Admit it. Claire, I did a deal with Kindar. I'm ashamed, but it was all in the name of this miracle tech. Can't you see that?
She's behind all of this. Kill her.
Why are you discounting Claire? Maybe she paid us all in the name of her supreme leader.
More likely the Supreme Leader has bought you, Parker.
Amy, you're not a murderer. And you did hire Malkin. You're the one that's behind money.
Oh, that's so
This
satisfying.
ends here.
Alright, we're shooting Natalie first. Or if I had to shoot, yeah.
I'm sorry, Natalie, you deserve this.
Shoot Parker. Yo! Don't do it. Although he was like super close. Parker has that power? He doesn't even work there. Yeah, I know, right?
How much money was Kindar paying you?
Does it matter anymore? Who are you working for?
I cut a deal with the Secret Service once I found out about Natalie's actions.
You knew already.
What?
That happens in the lab I know about. Of course, I found out that Natalie had made duplicates of the master batch.
We
so I
are the
informed
sleeper
MI6,
agent?
And they were going to arrest her once I delivered the nanocells, in the interests of public safety.
We are the sleeper agent?
Then you happened.
No organization would use technology this powerful solely for good.
What?
That's not how the world works.
After what I've seen today, I think you're right.
Guys, this one was a trip.
I promise, the world will know about you and your family.
Okay. Alright.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot. I'm with MI6. I'm gonna grab my identification. See? I have evidence Natalie Kensington committed human rights violations in Kindar. Okay, arrest me, do whatever, just make sure the authorities see this.
Whoa. MI6 gave her a badge that she carries on herself undercover. Eklund. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god. And she pulled it out really fast. Like, that's a magic trick in and of itself. But, like, if somebody were to search her, I mean, it would have been found. Good comment, says Obi-Wan. I know, right? But, okay, I did not see this ending at all. This is not anywhere near. Wow. Holy crap on a cracker. This ending is different to the first. Oh yeah, this ending is massively different. Oh my god. Not how I thought that office scene would go. Yeah, Eklund, that is... Wow. Woo. That is incredible. That is... Yeah, whoa. I wonder what would have happened if I changed the order of who got shot. You also had the option to just shoot yourself in the office. Yeah, no wait. Yes, right, correct. No. Yeah. Hold on, I don't even remember. I remember there were 4 choices. It was definitely the 3 of them. And then was it me or was it Claire? But yeah, so... And then the last one was I had to either decide whether I let Claire live, which I chose, or shoot Claire and destroy the nanocells, right? Yeah, Amy. Yes, right. This has been fun, though. Thank you for playing. Eklund, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I wanted to play this, and now that I've played it, got a few endings. That was pretty good. Guys, we saw a third of the endings today, so... But I won't play all of them on stream, so if I see any more, it will probably be off stream, because there'll be a lot of duplicate, like, stuff, I imagine, so... Actually, I can't wait to see the stats at the end of this, but... Mark Ride says, I'm off to bed, need to leave for work in 6 hours. Alright, Mark Rides, thanks for stopping in. Have a glorious night, sleep well, take care, and we'll see you later. I admit, that was enough of a twist to make you wonder about more endings. Yeah, I'm probably gonna see more endings, for sure. So, yeah. I mean, we saw the credits the first time, so let's just skip right to the find an ending. Get out of this alive. All right, so, okay, well, everybody died except for this person. So we kept Claire alive. So 3 out of 9 endings found. So there's still like almost 70 scenes that we haven't seen. And I made 174 decisions. Oh, okay. Oh, no, okay, so this is the number of decisions. It's cumulative decisions because it adds, I guess, to the previous count. So this is a roguelike. Parker went up to 68%. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. So... And this is interesting that, was his name Malik? Dr. Malik? He has 4%, but, I mean, obviously there's some way to get him over 50% because there's an achievement for it. So I'm not sure how that would work. Some decisions lead to same scene. Yeah, probably. But yeah, there's 6 more endings. If they were as drastic as all of the ones that we've seen, they are going to be different. Huh. Alright. Okay. Let's hop back up here. And then, alright. While we're here, I want to look at the list of achievements again and see if, see what we've got left. So there's actually a lot of private achievements. 6 hidden achievements. Oh, not a people person. Oh my god, everyone dies. I was so close to getting that one. Who was the doctor that set the bomb? That was Dr. Malik. So that's the one I was curious about with the 4%. Alright, I'm gonna exit the game. Alright, I'm glad that once we got the game rolling that it didn't just crash, because I started it up and I didn't interact with it, and then it it crashed on me a little bit, so. Alright, cool. So, let's see. It's Friday night. I don't normally stream. I don't know who's on, so let's see who to raid, but that's basically, we're going to raid and then it's over, so. Let's see. And can we get his percentage up, and would he not try and sabotage us if we did? That's a good question. I don't know how much interaction we would be able to get with him. Yeah, Malik didn't come back to life in that one because we didn't blow up the toilet, right? Yes, Eklund, that is correct. We did not try to blow up the toilet, and he didn't come back to life. So yeah, I guess that was just like a weird in that situation. If yeah, but yeah, that's a good point. Interesting. All right, let's see. Oh, Alchemutation is streaming. We might go over there because Alchemutation raids us a lot, so we probably owe Alchemutation some raids. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out, watching me play that game. Wanted to play that for a while, and we got 3 playthroughs tonight, so that's pretty cool. And I got it on stream, so that seemed fun. So anyway, everybody, great seeing you. I'll be back for my normal sleight of hand Sundays on Sunday for Magic, and yeah, Alchemutation is on. Yep, I think we'll probably be heading over to Alchemutation. Interesting. It was a movie where you choose how it goes. Yes, Obi-Wan. Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, I mean, you were there when I made a bunch of the first decisions, right? I think so. Yeah, we could always raid Craig, possibly. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's start the raid. Let me see. Raid Alchemutation. And then also, let's, if anybody wants to copy a raid call, feel free, and then sub-raid. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. That was super fun. That was super cool. And for anybody who likes alternate universes, like I like doing the different paths. I liked the Choose Your Own Adventure books when I was a kid, so that was pretty cool. All right. I just realized it's time for sleight of hand card midget. Yeah. Well, I guess the raid message is still fine because it talks about me. It didn't claim that I just did magic, so I guess that's right. Although that game mentioned magic an awful lot for a game not about magic. So, yeah, games like this and the Quarry are fun for stream. Yeah, absolutely. I've got a few more of these, and then there's a bunch of other games that I want to play too. So, but I had time and I had time off. I didn't have to work tomorrow. Well, I guess Normally, but I also wasn't tired from working today because I had the day off. So, all right, everybody, great seeing you. Everybody, take care. Remember to hydrate, sleep well, stretch, and everybody, we'll see you around. All right, bye.
Holy crap. Crazy Asian. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Hi. My name's Bob. It's true. We used to have a shadow goat. I hate it.
Hello.
Hi. How was your stream? Playing The Complex. I'm not familiar with that. Is that a game? And please check out Crazy Asian. Viara, thank you so much for the subscription. That was for you, Viera. You get a dance for your sub. Mark Rides, hello. Thank you for the raid, Nom. How are you? How was your stream? Obi-Wan, welcome. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm Bob. I sometimes take over for Alchemytation. He accidentally summoned me one time, and now I do this. Now I Twitch a lot. Playing a sci-fi movie game. Choose your own adventure. Interesting. It's called The Complex. Cool. Everyone, please also check out Vera Kiranoff, a resident vampire. Last playing Infinity Nikki. I'm not familiar with that either. I don't know what games are. How is everyone? You're catching me near the end of my stream. Oh, come here, kitty. Zeal and Ardor, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Hi. Was that for the head scritches? To anyone just stayed with the raid now, I'm going to sleep. Alright, no problem. I will be soon too. Yeah, to anyone that's we play Smilecore. Scritch inspired, yes. We play Smilecore. It's original groove metal music that Craig writes, and sometimes I come on and play. There are 3 songs out in the wild now. Out of Phase, Low Flying Albatross, and the newest one, Skin of Evil. Out on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, YouTube. I ate the goat. All of those places. What should we play? Nom, if there's a song I could play for you that you know you would like to hear, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a couple to end the show with, and we'll do that. E-Room, how's it going? I like to think it's delightful. E-Room nails it, nice, and no luck. Please also check out E-Room Econ, variety streamer, Pope of Indiana. Let's do an original of my choice. Alright, let's do... Let's do How It All Ends. This is a fun one. This is a super fun, happy song about the end times. Let's go.